your guys' game go? Was it last week?
I don't know, guys. Tell the group how the game went.
Boo!
It went shitty.
Hated it.
0 out of 10.
It was very
TPK?
cool.
I knew it.
How did the recording come out? Did you look at it at all?
What, me?
Yeah.
It's on YouTube.
Right, but did you watch any of it? How did it come out? Yeah,
it came out good. I actually put a little time into it.
I'll have an extra 12 hours of my day to,
Yeah. I modulated, if it was too loud at parts, I actually went through and corrected sound and muted my internet password, so... No, I've actually listened to it quite a bit.
I thought it was really good.
I really just enjoy listening to it.
Aaron did an amazing thing where the whole dungeon was themed by the schools of magic, and then he had these super sweet transitions between levels, and had this whole idea it was basically a massive change to the hypnotic pattern spell, but it was all fractals, which was awesome. And the world would build and reduce as you went along. It was a very cool idea, very well executed.
Did you guys have to
Agreed.
drop LSD beforehand?
You
didn't really have to. you didn't need it.
I was disappointed, and then Katie was like, "Oh, I got mushrooms if you want to take them." I'm like, "Katie, we're already halfway in now."
Yeah, past the point of return.
I know you only get to do half an hour of it before they kick in. Yeah.
It was very well done.
Thank you. It was fun, and it's on YouTube. Maybe I'll post a link if you're curious. I know Barlos maybe I don't. The ending wasn't amazing or anything, but you can go back and see the end of it. There was only about an hour or so after you left.
What was the name?
I thought
of it?
I didn't put as much into the ending as everything else.
Just you were Jerry's what?
Illusory Emporium.
Emporium.
Let me pull up a link for it. I'll put it in the Discord.
It's all really sad because today was the day that Jerry's going to die, right?
Well, whether Jerry can die anytime, we've already chronologically been through when the dungeon takes place, so it's not going to it's not going to retcon. Yeah, it takes place between Lost Mines 1 and 2, so Jerry can still die. Don't worry.
I love this. I love that literally the first second of that video is Ollie barking.
Yeah. Yep.
You have 19 views.
And we're recording.
Yeah, a lot. 4 of those were when it first came out, and I couldn't just skip through it all at once and make sure everything was fine. So a lot of them are me.
He's pulled up. And
Windows, it's got 2 likes on it, so I assume the second like was Brad. He's my biggest fan.
So does anybody remember what actually happened 3 weeks ago?
I might have a summary. Hang on.
Was that the dragon fight?
Uwe rode a dragon. Rode that bitch almost.
That was the last session?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do have a summary. Hang on. I have a pretty good one.
Half of the fight. Yeah.
All right. The party resumes their fight with Venom Fang. It doesn't last long as he quickly flees after the party lands a few more blows. The party gets into an overly complicated and mathematical discussion about falling physics, resulting in Uwe not falling into the forest after jumping off the dragon's back. The group recuperates and continues their journey to Gauntlgrim. Tava scans the mountainside as they walk, eventually coming across a cave around the 8,000-foot altitude mark. Tava investigates the cave and is swiftly killed by a great sword. The party puts a pin in it for later. Eventually, they come across a river at the base of Mount Hotna, and Grim and Jerry fill 5 pinches of dust to make pellets. They follow a cobblestone path to the west, and they come across a path laden with shrines. Ragna and Uwe make offerings, and the party continues to the opening of a cave. Grim makes an offering of 8 ball bearings to Erithus. Ragna gives the entire party dark vision, which allows certain party members to see a tethered boat on a dock in the darkness, with water as far as the eye can see. The party decides to rest before going further, Jerry sets up a bubble at the mouth of the cave. The Whisper decides to investigate and maybe swim in the water along with Grim. They decide to swim after Tava to test the waters until they find a steep drop-off, then continue to dive further. They reach some kelp and begin to feel an underground current. Then they see what looks like a woman in a green dress who attacks Grim. He gets grappled like a dumbass and dragged down and uses Tava to let the group know that they're in trouble. The group rushes to the rescue. Grim manages to kill the creature holding him, and the seaweed releases him. The party kills 1 or 2 more enemies. Ragna sends a moonbeam down into the water and kills another. Jerry sends dancing lights into the water to illuminate the area.
And I'm flying.
No, you're not, because dancing lights is concentration.
Oh, I dropped into the water.
So you would plop.
The only dumb thing Grim did was say that he was okay.
Oh, yeah.
I
I can't drown. We're fine.
There was the message. Listen, man, I'm totally okay. It's like, oh yeah, Grim's totally not okay if he's telling me he's okay.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Nothing's going bad or poorly.
The Whisperer kept swimming just as long as I did, and once we saw the woman, we both started swimming back up. So
yeah,
I can't take the
that's
whole fall for that.
No, I agree.
Narratively, Grim turned around to be like, "Did you see that?" And the Whisperer was already gone.
Nope. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because you were swimming away. I also think that
just like, nope.
I think that Jerry also sort of warned Uwe, like he said, "Sorry, buddy, I got to do this," and then dropped him basically. But I think you were hovering like right above the water, so it wasn't like a big thing.
Whisper transforms into a little submarine.
Oh, nice.
Literally the best person to drop into water, or just in general, Uwe, just dropping in general.
Yep.
Yeah, flopping around like a cat.
I can't swim. My wings are wet.
I don't have wings.
You have wings. Your feathers.
Andrew and Donovan. There's a Ohio liquor bottle lottery that started today.
Yeah, we know.
That has Elmer T. Lee in it, baby.
Why do you guys care about an Ohio brewery? Don't you care about Topeka, Kansas?
It's our favorite Ohio brewery.
Yeah. That was really funny. But then, of course, later in the video, Donovan addresses me as, "Hey, Aaron Radke, why don't you do this?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's fine. I'll leave
Isn't that the name of your channel?
Yeah, it's Aaron R.
Okay.
I don't care.
Yeah, I
really don't care.
work with a Radke, and I don't think they're related to us.
No, does it have the T?
Sure does.
I mean, my dad's probably got 20 half brothers and sisters. I mean, you know how it goes. I have an entire set of family in Colorado I never knew about until last year. Another half sister of dad's that I didn't know about, and they seem delightful.
Yeah, I have no idea who.
Why not?
I don't think there's any relation, but I could be wrong.
I feel like Uwe's gonna have a good day today.
We'll see. Why would you say that?
Well, it's starting off great. He just got dropped into some water.
OhioOHLQ.com.
Are you gonna take over for L there, Andrew?
Yeah. Give me the power.
Double monk.
Probably.
I don't think I ever took the power away, to be honest.
He gets so Andrew gets like 12 attacks a turn.
Nope, you didn't.
I can select him.
Haste me.
Haste.
Double haste,
Well, that
dude.
if I didn't just cast Dancing Lights, I would think about it.
If
But
we
I'm
had
out of
two people
spells.
who could cast haste, and we could have 2 hasted monks.
What I need you to do is multi-class into a sorcerer so you can get the meta to unspell.
I think I was thinking about this last night actually.
Magic Adept into cleric, but
I think my next character is going to be a divine soul sorcerer, and I'm going to twin haste every fight, and just take warcaster.
Okay, OHLQ.
How does that work for the concentration?
Lock.
How does what work? Twin?
Because
You can twin
is
haste.
concentration.
Yeah, you can still concentrate once with 2 targets if you twin cast a spell like haste.
Oh, so they both drop if you lose. Okay.
Yeah.
Where is it?
But if I've got
Where is
Warcaster,
it?
I just have to stay okay, and they are both hasted.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
No, I know. That's
Divine
that's
Soul sorcerers are cool. That's what I play in.
That or Clockwork. I don't know
Ender's
if you can
campaign.
haste. You have to be able to haste as a Clockwork Soul.
Clockwork one is interesting.
If you don't have haste and slow, what are you doing
Enter
as a
lottery.
Clockwork? What's the other one? Was Divine Soul the one? Was Divine Soul the other one in Tasha's? Was it Divine and Clockwork?
Divine, no, it's Aberrant Mind.
Aberrant Mind. That one looks fucking awesome too. If
Give me
it's
one
sorcerers,
that one sounds
Tasha's
really
plus
cool.
sorcerers, anything with sorcerers and Tasha's is just amazing.
Yes, well, they needed it.
Yes, they did.
They really did. The old glass cans themselves.
I had this whole build planned for Donovan's campaign because my character is a sorcerer, and then Tasha's came out, and I was like, oh shit, there's like new feats specifically for sorcerers in here. Totally derailed what I was planning, but
yeah.
Yep.
In a
Yeah, I
good
wouldn't
way.
mind retconning a couple feats onto Jerry or 1 feat onto Jerry, but alas, there's always level 8.
If you survive that long.
Yeah. What?
Yeah,
like
we have a
do I
dragon.
have to survive that long in game, or do I have to make it to 2026?
Who knows?
Maybe both.
Probably both.
Just don't die. I don't see what the issue is.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys ready to play?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do it.
I have to finish entering in this lottery.
Yeah, you should do that first. I would love to get a bottle of El Martili for $38.
I know. Can you imagine if those were on shelves?
I guess I'll enter the lottery for you guys. I don't
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah,
You have to
boy.
have your driver's license that way.
I already have it memorized.
Do you guys want me to enter it for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Send me a link. How can I make dummy accounts and do unlimited entries? Or is it by license number, so you can't do it?
Toledo.
Yeah, you'd have to have a license number for each one.
Katie, come enter this lottery.
I don't know.
I've entered like 3 or 4 of these, and I haven't won anything yet, which is sad.
Well, I mean, it's only 3 or 4, though.
It's
All you have to do is win one, and you have a story for life.
yeah.
There's so many winners every time. It's just never me.
You guys want
Always
all
the
of these?
Yep.
Yeah, I would select
Sure.
all of them,
Just a series of... Okay.
because I will take any of them.
Okay. Oh, I will say, anyone that watches the one shot, I have a really bad eyebrow nervous tick. I don't know if you noticed, but being the DM, my eyebrows are going fucking insane all day.
They're just like
Nice.
I entered the
Just
lottery.
nuts.
We're just like super focused the whole time, or
Just
nerves?
I don't
you
know,
think?
like nervous, excited. Yeah, I just if I'm
Yeah.
on edge, I'm just like my eyebrows just go crazy.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, it only heightened the experience.
Yeah, it's the charm of it all.
Yeah.
The eyebrows really set the tone. For death.
Yeah. What are you gonna have? Dead eyebrows? What? No. Come on.
Yeah. Nobody wants a DM with dead eyebrows.
I'm like I went full Groucho Marx.
Michael, I'm gonna need to see that
Elle's
eyebrow
trying to-
action tonight.
Yeah.
While we're all discussing, there's a couple topics for discussion that I keep meaning to pose to the group that we keep forgetting about. The first of them is in public restrooms. You know how there's a cutout in the toilet seat in the front?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why? What's that for?
For when you stand up to pee but leave the seat down so you don't get it on the seat. is my guess.
That's the main.
That's what I've always
thought. One of the
thought.
reasons is hygiene, and then the second reason is something about
dangle.
It's for you to lay your dick.
Something about the plumbing. I can't remember why. There's 2 reasons.
Like when they take out that slice at the front.
Yeah.
For the plumbing.
Is it when
It's
for
something
like
like that.
Maybe it's
the
like a way that you
narrower
could
one?
administer cleaner with the seat on it. I don't know.
Wait,
I
I'm
just thought
telling you,
it
man.
was so you didn't
if they
pee
take
on
the
it.
back off, you can just like it makes way for the
It's-
piping.
It's
for
also
when you're just pooping, and you just put your wiener on
So
it.
is it just a
that.
cutout for your dick to like
Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
not
It's
be on
just to
the seat?
rest.
it's for
Just
hygiene.
to-
It's so women can wipe their vaginas without having to touch
Really?
the seat too.
That
Then
makes
why is that
sense.
in the men's bathroom?
makes sense.
Because you're not going to buy multiple different toilet seats.
Well, I guess you can.
Also, it is for hygiene,
People.
where you won't pee on the seat.
Yeah.
Maybe so you don't
Those
wipe
for
your
those
ass.
2 reasons, basically.
And yet people still do. Like they're
Yeah.
aiming for the sides.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Why?
you can aim for the back, so you're quiet. That's my go-to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all the way in
what?
here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Toilet-
directly
toilet
into the.
seats.
Like, does your wife not like her tacos? Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh, that's not.
Where's my Cinnabon?
No, Kenzie's yelling at the cats. They're
You
being little
fucking piece of
bastards.
shit! I want a Cinnabon and Taco Bell.
God damn it!
Good thing they have Cinnabon at Taco Bell.
Don't you fucking tell me I can't eat that right now.
What's the second question?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but it was related.
Oh, can I post
all right.
something? Oh, okay.
No, when you're at a urinal
Uranus.
in a public bathroom, do you get just the dick out, or do you also get balls out?
Just
the
my
dick.
penis.
Depends.
So your underwear
pretty sure.
lay under the penis but over the balls?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't think of a time where I'm at a urinal and my balls are out.
Why would you do that? Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
Just ask
yeah.
it.
No,
Okay.
that's
what
true.
Well,
That's
like-
true. Yeah.
That's what the
Are
hole
you-
in the front is for.
We used
Yeah,
to have this.
You don't take the whole unit out.
See, that's
Well,
what I
yeah,
don't
so
get
you
either.
can-
Who
you can-
uses the hole in the front if you're not in like dress clothes?
I don't
Or is that,
ever
like,
use
I
doing
the
the
do
hole?
hole.
every day.
Never.
Yeah.
Never.
What?
I
Unzip.
don't.
That's so
Yeah.
good. That's gonna
So
make a
much
mess
easier.
putting it back in.
No, it's
Terrified.
not.
What?
Not,
Yeah,
not if you
I-
not if you shake it off.
I
Jeez.
absolutely
Terrified I'm
took
gonna rip my
take
wiener
my
off.
entire pants off.
Shaking
I
it
don't
off
do that.
never gives you 100% clearance.
Yeah.
That's how you
only
know.
the hole.
That's Here's the thing. Every time I use just the zipper, you know what happens? It doesn't all get out, and I fucking piss all over my leg.
Yeah.
And I tuck back in. That's what happens every time.
It
And
just
I'm like,
seems
great,
like you
I
guys are
peed on
just
myself.
not experienced enough. Andrew and I are at a higher level of operation, apparently.
Listen,
Yeah.
I've definitely tried it before. It felt so weird and so wrong.
It does
It's
feel
like
weird. I don't like it.
It's
Yeah.
so much easier.
if
and
you
so
get the
much
ones that have the
faster.
button on it, I gotta it's an extra button I gotta deal with. Like
Button fly, yeah.
Do you want to be snapping
Button
anything
flies.
shut that close to the tip? Like, come on.
It's
No,
you
that's a
put
dangerous
underwear
game.
on, so you put
Or
it in
with
your
hair,
underwear and then you zip
or
it
what?
up. I mean, if you're not
Hopefully
going
really
to
bad
commando, it
inside
shouldn't be
the
an issue.
underwear
Jeez.
before you zip it up.
Yeah,
A lot of times if-
safe from harm.
right.
If I'm wearing
I
a
don't know,
belt,
man.
I won't completely unzip. If I'm not wearing a belt, everything comes off.
Well, you
Well,
can
I
still
mean, if
leave
I'm
the
not wearing a
belt.
I'll
You can
usually
leave
have
the
just,
belt
like,
on,
stretchy pants on,
unbutton
so
the
yeah,
top
you have
button,
to.
and unzip and go just fine. Because you're not you don't pull your pants all the way down. If I'm wearing a belt,
No.
I'll still undo the top.
you
button
guys don't
and
pull your
go like
pants all the way
normal.
down. You guys don't
Full ankles.
put it around your
you
ankle.
know.
It's called Donald Duck.
I actually pull my pants all the way down to my ankles and then turn around and do like the goat and just push it
Oh,
back between
no.
my legs.
There was
That's a
this
lot of work.
fucking.
Pee
There was
backwards.
this old fucking. When by old I mean he was probably 44. Master Guns when I was still in, and we would take urinalysis piss tests, and this asshole would every time because you have to have somebody be a pecker checker. They would be like, "Oh, got to make sure you're extra peeing in the cup. You're not cheating." This guy would be like, "Hey, what's going on, boys?" Just immediately just pants around his ankles, just fucking pissing everywhere. His asshole showing. fucking spraying his butt cheeks. I'm just like, God damn it, Master Guns.
Great.
Is
Fuck
that
you.
like?
Can you
Is that
please,
like?
That's asserting your dominance.
That's
Yeah.
22 years of being in the infantry. That's what that fucking
Yep.
is right there.
He's not afraid to show his master gun.
Just getting
Yep.
old, and it's just like nobody's gonna call me out my shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the barracks
Gotta
is
do
his
it.
new locker room.
Yeah.
It's old
Yeah,
man
it's like
country club locker room
any
shit.
old man at the Y, just
Doesn't
like
give a shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
I've
it's
just
like that.
And then I saw this
I've
other
just
guy,
done
and
7
he just
laps.
had the cutest little
I
thing.
need to be naked. Yeah. Yes. I've just used the exercise bike for
Can I-
35 minutes.
That's it for
Are
my
we done,
questions
or
today.
can I actually pose a question to you, Michael?
Go for it.
It's not a dick question, so I feel a little bad. But there is an optional class feature for wizards in Tasha's where on a long rest, I know it's not funny. On a long rest, apparently wizards can change their cantrips out to like any wizard cantrip, which to me is just broken. But I did learn, like, you're not technically supposed to be able to get a cantrip scroll either. So I was wondering, as Jerry, on a long rest, can I switch out what cantrips I can cast at will and which I use a first level slot with on a long rest? Because I do have like a few scrolls that are cantrips.
I don't see why not.
Okay.
We gonna play this game?
It's Elle's turn, right?
Okay,
Alright.
so to set the scene,
Yes, thank you.
Whisper is. You are not back to the surface yet, are you?
On the surface.
Okay,
He got
you're
back.
at the surface. You have just fallen into this still black water.
Splash,
Um,
splash.
I guess it's not so still anymore. It was. And L is also in the water. Who knew? And Grim is, I believe, still being held underwater. Are you still grappled?
I thought he got
I
released when he
don't
killed the
think
Kelpie.
so.
Yeah, he killed the one.
I thought you were still restrained.
You want me to pull up
It would
the-
have it would have to be by
I-
another creature because he definitely killed the one that was holding him at first.
I think that was the one that I killed was the one that was
Okay.
holding me. But
That's fine.
I don't
But
know.
you were still
like, either
about
way,
40,
it's fine.
40 feet underwater.
Something like that, yeah.
Yes.
There are these green seaweed-like horses that are galloping, prancing around through the water, coming up from the bottom. And yeah, Jerry, you are on the dock with Auric. Not quite sure what's happening. Ragna, I believe you've waded out into the water, but still not fully swimming.
Yep.
Would be pretty difficult to do with your armor, I'd imagine.
Took half of it off, but it's on bottom heavy, sinking.
And yeah, L, you can see some sea horses. They're approaching from below.
Basically, the whole area is illuminated right now.
Yes, there are dancing lights. I believe they're in the water, right?
Yep. Yeah, they're just real dim right now, but it's basically like a giant rectangular prism of light right now that's 20 feet tall and 40 feet by 40 feet wide.
If I remember correctly, the seahorses were a certain amount of feet below surface too, correct?
Yes.
But not a lot, right?
They are coming up from the bottom, so there should be some that are. It's deep where Grim is, and not as deep where Whisper is. There's a steep drop off at about this point here. I would say the horses would be, even where Whisper is, the water's probably 20 feet deep, and the horse would be at the bottom of that 20 feet. The others would be below that 40 or 30 feet down.
Right.
I don't remember if L is on the surface or not. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know
He was
anything.
either at the surface or like right under the water. I think,
He'd be
right?
where he was engaged with the Kelpie, right? I think he was already attacking him.
Maybe if he was, he'd be down there.
Well, Michael's got the health bar. I don't know if he's already been hurt or what.
Oh, no, it's showing he's still at full health.
Oh, okay.
With 10
He's
hit
also-
points even.
Mhm.
Oh.
Damn, everybody has 10 hit points. Good job.
Misses L. Yes.
Yeah. We just got our ass beat by a dragon, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
I tried to rest, but no.
Took a short rest.
Yeah, we took a short rest. He's talking about a long rest.
Didn't help me though. Because I got my 3rd level spell slot back from sending. He's cranky. He thought he'd be getting to sleep right now, and it's been interrupted.
So the Kelpie is engaged with L.
Okay.
Do they have 10-foot reaches?
Do they?
Correct.
They probably have a lot of foot
fucking
reach.
know.
Okay.
I should probably
I
get
don't
their
think
stat
it's-
block back up here.
I don't think it's something that we know necessarily. Or at least L would know.
L would
I
know
think
it because he got attacked by one.
Yes,
Oh,
they
did he?
have a reach.
So I think L's 10 feet away from this one.
Well, go get him.
I don't know if he's at the surface or not, but he's 10 feet away from it.
Okay.
I'm not listening to like 30 minutes to see. So he'll move 5 feet towards the kelp monster, I suppose. Whichever way that may be. It's getting range, and then I'm guessing. So what was it? The underwater weapons that pose disadvantage? Everything, or are there some that don't?
It's like a trident,
I know-
spear, glaive.
I know projectiles are not working good. I think
So,
you're supposed to-
a melee weapon attack, if you don't have a natural swimming speed or granted by magic, you have disadvantage on the roll, unless it is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident.
Okay, so even an unarmed strike would be a disadvantage.
Correct.
Okay.
Ranged weapon attacks automatically miss beyond the weapon's normal range.
Oh, you said dagger is not posed a disadvantage?
It's not.
Okay. Or wait, you have to have the natural swimming thing? Or that's only if you don't have it?
So when making a melee weapon attack, a creature that doesn't have a swimming speed has disadvantage on the attack roll unless the weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident.
Okay, so he does have a dagger. So he will take 2 attacks with his dagger. His dagger. 23 to hit on the first one. 24 to hit on the second one.
That also hits.
So it's a 6. Sure, we'll try the green one today. 8 damage on the first hit, and 9 damage on the second. And he'll take. I mean, I guess he'll take his unarmed strike at disadvantage.
Okay.
17. Oh, natural 1. So that ain't gonna do it.
Yeah. It's hard punching underwater. It's hard to get any speed or weight behind it.
And how does
if
this
you're a bitch
monster look as far as?
They have they actually have like a black blood that's spilling as you're slicing with the dagger. It's bleeding, but still angry.
Okay. And that's L's turn.
Grim, you're 40 feet down, buddy. What are you doing?
Just gonna start blasting. It's been 3 weeks. Haven't blasted enough.
Itchy trigger fingers.
I
No,
know.
you've
They
just been
use a reaction
guiding
and
bolting
you
all
fall
over the fucking
unconscious.
place.
So I actually do have a logistical question. For the Pact of the Chainkeeper familiar, they don't specify if the familiar has to have a swimming speed or a flying speed. It just says that because it's a Pact of a Chainkeeper, I am allowed to apply a swimming speed. Like they can have swimming speed and flying speed in addition to walking. Could Tava swim?
You said she's a blue dragon?
She's a blue pseudo dragon.
Let's see if blue dragons have a swim speed. I think they might.
Yeah,
They
pseudo
do
swim
not.
speed.
They burrow. No, she cannot swim.
They're like
Okay.
rats.
All right. I don't think that I don't have any boxes checked for dread form. I have two, but I can't remember if I was already in dread form or not. Does
I
anybody
believe you
remember?
are.
Friday.
Your video is behind.
Is it? Oh well. Okay. In that case, I will just move Tava up here. I'll just get closer. And from Ford, where am I in relation to this boy right here?
You're about,
Is it close to me?
I'd say he's about 10 feet away from you.
Okay. Is this one actually dead? Are we going off of this note?
It is not
that he's
dead yet.
All right.
Not yet.
I will cast Eldritch Blast on that guy.
On the one that is not dead?
Yes.
But
Okay.
is going to be dead anyway.
That is, well, maybe. That's a 12 to hit.
That does not hit.
Ooh.
All right. Second blast.
Investigate.
That's a natural 20, so that's a 30 to hit.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah.
Yay. Can we get that nat 20, baby?
That
Double
misses.
all
Probably
dice.
Double all dice.
Okay.
You're gonna be disappointed when it has like 3 hit points left.
I know. No, totally not worth the crit.
It actually
so
has
that
one.
is-
Crits are worth it every
Does it?
time.
All right, I'm gonna massively obliterate this thing, just like that guy on the street back in town. So that is a 9, which is an 18 plus 5, which is 23, plus
God damn.
8 necrotic damage. So that's 16 necrotic damage. So 37, 38 damage.
Holy
On the
shit.
So it only had 37 health starting, so you actually full killed it.
Fuck yeah.
Vaporized.
Yeah, it is vaporized.
What is your Eldritch Blast look like again?
It is purple. It's all purple. It's very like halfway between red and blue, so it's not kind of a deeper purple. Not very bright.
Okay.
Just do what Michael does and turn it into a wiener.
Yeah.
No, that was a magic missile.
Yeah.
Peace.
And maybe I will.
Called an Eldritch Blast.
Maybe I will. I will move. 15 feet of movement. I don't want to. Does this one, if I go in range of this guy, is he 10 feet above me and
No,
5
he
feet
is-
over?
He is like below you.
Oh, he's below me. Okay. Then I will move 15 feet straight up.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Is Tava taking a separate turn, or she already moved, right?
She already moved. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh wee. You got some seahorses.
Let's see. So how far is Mia away from me? I'm on the surface.
He is like 50 feet below you.
Okay. Well, he's going to Toll the Dead.
Oh.
And his Toll the Dead kind of looks like instead of a bell, it's just like the mouth of a bird, and it just like screeches as it's like impactful kind of.
He also knows Toll the
sound.
Dead?
Yes, it's first time he's casting it. Actually,
Wow.
It's a wisdom save. 14.
How wise is this seahorse?
That's right.
See how?
He's a -1 for a
Nice.
17.
Oof.
That misses.
Okay.
That's he'll just stay there for now.
That's it.
Okay. It do be the Kelpie turn.
No.
First one is going to lash out at L and attempt to wrap him. That is going to
take
be
that. Kill Brad's character while he's not here.
17 to hit.
Oh, sorry. 17 misses just barely.
All right.
Oof.
And then the other one is going to swim up his full movement to get back in range with Grim and is going to attempt to wrap him.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
No.
Can you
Damn.
make a strength check, please?
Haha. Okay.
Does he have to roll a 20 to like beat it? Basically. No. Okay.
Pretty fucking close. Nope, that does not beat it. That's a 7.
Does not. So you take 15 bludgeoning damage, and you are now grappled, sir.
It does not.
And that is their turn.
Okay.
Orc's turn. He can see commotion in the water thanks to Jerry's lights. What can Orc do from the shore? He is going to...
I'm gonna cheer us on. Yeah, guys, get him.
Go get him.
He doesn't have any spells that have a range greater than 30 feet. So he's going to cheer them on from the dock. And that's it.
Yeah, don't die.
Whisper.
Don't die, you fucking pussies.
You said this guy was about 50 feet down.
Yeah, but he just swam up 30 feet, so he could be in range of
even dumber.
Of
I'm on
Grim.
the wrong character. Okay, I'm gonna shoot him with my crossbow.
Shoot him a crossbow.
Is he engaged with Grim?
No.
Yeah, oh, because he has 10 feet?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Alright,
Okay.
well that is a 18 to hit.
That do be hitting.
Nice.
So that's a ranged attack. How far away are you from it?
using a crossbow.
You just said
Crossbow don't give a shit. It's within 80 feet. We're good.
Okay.
So that is 10 points of damage.
That's a good hit. On this one,
least distance.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Got him.
Woo!
Get off my friend.
yeah, the
Get
seaweed
off my lawn.
like tendrils that were restraining you and holding you back slacken and seem to fall away, Grim.
Yeah.
Ragna.
Take my bubble, and I'm gonna move it as long as it's within 120 foot, which it looks like he's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. I don't think I made this bubble able to be moved, but I just wait. Oh. I don't know if anybody can see that, but basically I'm gonna move my moonbeam onto the horsey.
Nice.
And as long as he's 40 foot down, it'll hit him.
Yes, he is within that range. Is
Okay.
there a save or is it just damage?
It is a save. It's a con 15.
Con 15. How con are you? That is a 9.
So he takes 2d10. So he takes 6 damage.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Get him.
He's still kicking, but he's not happy.
Get him.
Let's kind of hang out. Make sure I can see everybody. Looks like everybody's there.
Yeah.
Nobody's
been dragged underneath into an oblivion, so that's it.
Right. Not yet, they haven't. Alright, Jer.
Alright, so since Jerry's got dark vision for 300 feet and the area's been illuminated, I'm gonna see how well a magic missile will fly through some water.
That's interesting.
Let's find out. It's only going to be at first level. Where's that other D4? There we go. Shake. That is 11 force damage.
Nice. Barely hanging on by a thread. But yes, magic missile ain't giving no fucks about no water.
I didn't think it would.
Hell.
L.
L's going to dagger time it again. I'm gonna slice you. Misses the first one.
I get you.
Does a 16 hit?
It does.
Okay. 36.
Beat his ass.
9 damage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll swim up to the top.
Get out.
You don't immediately see any other dangerous creatures.
He'll swim up and as far to the deck as he can.
Alrighty.
And Jerry's gonna light the whole way as they all come up.
Yep, I'll make my way to the shoreline.
Make him away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I see you have visitors. Grim. I assume it was you.
Once Grim surfaces, he's gonna say, "All right, you guys are not gonna believe the shit that's down there." crazy.
I want to go down.
That thing that we all saw.
I also want to go deeper.
I want to go down and
before
investigate.
that,
It's fucking crazy.
Grim-
Immediately goes back down.
Grim is gonna say, there's more further down there. I feel like we could probably handle ourselves. I think that's where we need to go.
Speak for yourself. I don't have a lot of resources left.
Grim will look at
And
the
I'm a gnome who
Whisperer
has to
and-
breathe.
Yep.
Right.
Who he points.
Grim's gonna look at the Whisperer and ask his opinion.
Yeah. If there was more danger to be had, we would have still been getting eaten right now. But I think we're clear for now. I think we should investigate at the very least.
Is there anything else that we would have seen passively as far down as we were? We were what, like 50 feet down? 60 feet down? I don't know.
Yeah, we could say you guys were about 50 feet. What you would have noticed as you'd gone deeper is that the water would seem to warm the deeper you go, and there would almost be like an underwater current. You could feel that there is movement to the water below, not necessarily at the surface. With your extreme range of dark vision, thanks to Ragna bestowing it upon, I think, I don't know who all got it, but I think a lot of you did.
Those
I know.
two definitely did because they're range. They were the rangies.
You would be able to make out through the water a pretty long ways. You would notice that the further north you're looking, it does seem to get darker, harder to see. There's a lot more plant life. Who knows if it's regular plants or the horses that just attacked you in disguise? We have to wait and see. There's there's a couple of some boxes. There's stuff down there that you can investigate, sure.
Is the current coming from the north?
No. So it actually feels like, or yes, sorry, it's coming from the north, and it feels like it's pushing you out. You would know when you came in that there was a river flowing away from the entrance. So you would guess that somehow, somewhere, this water probably feeds out to the river.
Okay.
I want to go down and make it to the floor and see if there's anything amok.
Amok.
I mean, there's probably muck down there, so
if there's some dead skeletons.
So
if you find any skeletons, bring them up for me.
I would ask the Whisperer if he'd be okay waiting for 10 minutes for me to produce a different form of Tava that can swim down with us.
There's a moment of silence, just looking around. He's like, "That'll be okay." Just dives down.
Then I will follow the Whisperer and keep Tava up on the shore to communicate with everybody.
In fact, anytime Grim tries to talk to Whisper, he's just going to run away at this point.
Awkwardly turns away.
Imagine
no.
so properly follow at the same pace because you guys aren't like waterborne creatures, right?
We don't have to breathe. Is the big thing.
Well, I mean, does Tava have to breathe?
I don't know. What's your ruling on that? There's nothing that says that she
I would say
does have
that
to breathe, but
if she were an aquatic dragon, I would allow it, but because of her form as a blue dragon, no. She would have to breathe.
Okay.
So she could follow for 1 plus whatever her constitution modifier is minutes.
Not a long time.
The
Not very
water
long.
would be difficult terrain for her, so her movement speed would be halved, and she could hold her breath for that long.
Nope, that's fine. Let's just keep going.
Okay. Are you two kind of sticking together, or are you guys like splitting up, or? Because if you're sticking together, I could just have you guys make any rolls at advantage, or if you want to do individual.
I would
Like
just
your death
follow right
saves?
behind. Yeah, our death saves at advantage because we're buddies. I would follow right behind the Whisperer. Yeah, I would try and stay close to him.
Okay. Yeah, swimming down, you would be able to see, like I said, the first time you were down there, kind of mixed in with all the seaweed and up at the bottom. The bottom is probably here at this point about 100 feet. Is no shallow lake, and it's pretty murky, mucky down here. There's mud at the bottom. You can see there's a couple small rowboat wrecks, just kind of half sunk in the mud. There's a couple boxes that you can see, which y'all did.
I would like to
Again.
investigate the boxes.
Yeet.
All right. Make
Actually,
an investigation.
I'd like to Eldritch Blast one of the boxes.
Okay.
Okay. I'm
happened.
so waiting for these boxes to be filled with explosives.
Yeah.
That is a 27 to hit.
Yep. You hit
You
it.
just hear a boom from the top.
Just a couple bubbles.
Yeah. Uwe and Ragnar are gonna see a bunch of fucking big bubbles.
So I make contact with the box.
You sure do. How much damage do you deal?
I'm not in dread form anymore, so that is 2 plus 7 damage. 7 force damage.
You burned a hole through it for sure.
I will swim up and look through the hole.
Okay. Whisper, are you joining?
Okay, I'm gonna investigate.
Okay. Both of you roll investigation checks, or one of you at advantage, however you want to do it.
Yours is probably better.
I guarantee you it is.
Most likely.
Got that expertise.
Yeah.
24.
Yeah, okay. So this box, now that you're up and kind of looking at it, it actually is not a box at all. It is a small coffer chest that has been flipped over and half sunken into the muck. Peering through the newly singed hole, you can see on the inside it appears to be filled with coins.
Hell yeah.
In this box, y'all find there are 400 copper pieces and
Treasure Master
1,000.
is eating. And he's muted. Go for
Got it.
So
Got it.
400 copper pieces and 1,000 silver pieces.
Nice. Not bad.
Hall.
Yeah,
Nice little
sorry,
chunk.
I got it.
Just the box down there. No.
In this portion of the lake, sure. How far out are you swimming?
I mean, we're in the general vicinity of where we were
Yeah,
assailed, correct?
yeah. And you would also find, just tangled in the weeds there are 3 skeletons. They all appear to be dwarven.
Grim will make a note of that to tell Elle later.
You can tell Jerry too.
I would just swim up a little bit and then kind of just do a broad survey of the area. See if there's any more skeletons or anything of note.
Is it glaringly hot now? Are we in hotter water, or is it still?
It is.
Kind of lukewarm?
Are we in hot water?
It is
Maybe.
between lukewarm and like bathwater at the bottom. Just based on your geography, what's your intelligence score?
14.
14. Yeah.
Yeah, you would guess that there is some sort of volcanic activity or possibly like naturally formed steam tunnels that most likely run through or around here that just heats the area. You know you're pretty close to a volcano, so
I'll look at the Whisperer and point north and kind of do one of these.
Well, I'm gonna point to the treasure. If we overturn the chest and close it, is the hole gonna the hole in the top or the bottom of it?
it went right through both sides.
Fantastic. Gonna point at the gold and shrug. And this shadow makes my beard look huge.
Yeah.
It is, yeah, a deceptive shadow.
Yes, same.
I think while they're gone, Jerry's gonna put a bubble up.
You want to do a super bubble, buddy?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Jerry's kind of done for the day.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll let Jay put his bubble up.
I'm gonna swim up to the surface.
Okay.
He's probably just watching on the dock. Just chilling.
Oryx, he's checking on this boat here, seeing if it's lake worthy.
When I get up to the surface, just gonna say, we've got some coin down here. I suppose anybody has a bag or chest of sorts.
I do have a like a chest.
That work.
Double check. I at the very least have a cold chest. Just a cold it. But I think it currently has a bunch of fucking pelts in it. So I don't think it's gonna do too much help.
What about a pelt?
Make a big tarp.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else we've got.
I have my priest vestments. Can I just wrap them up in that? Like make a rucksack out of that?
Sure.
You can dry them out when you get back up.
Make a... Nah, that's easy enough to do. I won't do a check for it. You can wrap up stuff in a fucking coat, so that's fine.
All right. As they are talking about it on the surface, Grim will surface with all the coins wrapped in priest vestments, and kind of just hold them up out of the water. Look at this!
Yeah.
How many coins is it? It's like 10,000 coins.
It's 1,000 silver and 400 copper.
Okay.
I mean, it's a lot of coins, and it's very heavy. If you were a breathing creature, that would have been a skill challenge for sure. But yeah, you managed to get to the surface, and the weight of the coins is pulling you right back down.
Can I hover over to him and just like grab his hand or grab his shirt or his cape and just like kind of help pull him up?
Mary Poppins me out of the water.
Or at least, so you're like actually at the level, at up, like not drowning, and just kind of we can just kind of go that way.
At least share the load.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Between the two of you supporting the weight, one of you out of the water, the other in the water with the money, not a problem. You can make your way to the shore.
Yay!
Beautiful.
That's teamwork. Teamwork makes a dream work.
And Whisper, you had said you wanted to just kind of survey around from a little higher in the water.
Yeah.
What you can see east to west, there are cavern walls. It's appears to either be, you can't quite tell if it's naturally formed or carved manually. But just based on the sheer drop off here, you would guess that this was probably a quarry of sorts. Manually dug, and then they probably hit water and it just filled. Yeah, looking to the north, there is an end to your vision there. It appears to extend further north, and can't see that far end. But seaweed the whole way. Doesn't look like there's any change to the actual water.
Okay. Get back to shore with everyone else. And I'm gonna ask Grim, did you want to look further down, or do we feel safe sleeping for the night?
Grim will turn to the rest of the party and kind of relay the information, like the temperature increase and the direction of the current and the amount of plant life down there, and throw a bone to Jerry. He'll say, Jer, what do you think? I know you're tired all the time. Do you want to take a rest?
You betcha.
I think we should take a rest and then maybe try again in a little bit.
Well, that works out because you should probably all start to get around me here.
He's like finishing the runes.
Yeah, Grim. What you think I'm ready for that? Yeah. Let me just touch up this last rune here. Jeez.
That is the good thing about doing ritual casting is you can delay it by just not drawing the last line.
Yeah.
It like literally has one chalk mark left. It's like just one little cross.
Yeah.
Like, are you guys done? Come on.
Literally,
except he's like
has to
he's
dot
like,
the I.
But he's like goading Grim to like get in the circle and be like, huh? I'll draw it. Get in here.
I'll dot this fucking guy.
Let's take a little sleepy.
Big sleepy.
All right. Everybody in the bub?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Are y'all still bubbling in this bubble that was already made and abandoned? Or are you drawing a new one?
Sure.
Well,
I can use that.
To make a new one, right? Oh, you mean the same spot?
Though. Yeah.
This is a new bubble.
Okay. Are y'all taking watches? Just sleeping?
I'll do my dawn watching.
It's hard to tell when dawn is inside a cave.
We're not so far that we can't see any shred of light, are we?
You are.
Are we? Oh, okay.
I am not sleeping tonight, so I will keep watch.
I assume I have some type of internal clock.
I'm gonna keep watch outside the cave. So, like, but how far did we come from the entrance?
I mean, it's a couple 100 feet of just winding tunnel to get to this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll go out to the entrance. Find somewhere to skulk.
All right.
Maybe Jerry will no, never mind. I was gonna say send the spider with Whisper, but he's not gonna be able to keep watch the whole time, and it would count on like Whisper bringing it back, and that no.
Okie dokie.
Never mind.
When you guys all meet up again, Oryx can say, for as old as that boat is, I think it actually could still support at least some of us. Some of us might have to swim, but I think a couple could definitely take the boat if needed. Maybe 4 of us, 5 if we're small and looks at Uwe.
Depending on how far we have to go, I can probably just hover.
That's good to know. You look pretty heavy, so.
I am very heavy. You're correct.
I'm a sturdy gal.
Shouldn't say that to a woman.
As if I finish just taking off like the leg plates, and they're just like.
All right. The rest does not come easy to any of you. After your 1 hour of dark vision ends, you realize just how incredibly dark it is here. It is pitch black. There's no light source in here beyond what you guys are generating for yourselves. And it is spooky quiet, and it just puts all of you on edge. Auric tries to kind of ease the tension, and remind you of, what this place is, what we're trying to do, and to be prepared. But yeah, first couple hours go by uneventful.
It must be terrifying to have like such good vision and then to have it just go away, like dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Turn off a light
especially
switch.
Jerry being able to see 300 feet.
No, it's like 60 foot, and you're just like,
Aw.
oh,
Man, rats.
Oh, he's ugly.
Next couple hours go by, no change. Whisper, if you would like to make a perception check outside.
19.
19.
I was gonna say I was gonna try to get up for a second watch if there was one that was.
Also, like to reiterate that I am hiding as best as I can up there.
I assumed as much. I didn't think it was necessary to make a roll, because, you're always like a 30.
I have a passive 20.
Yeah.
What you would notice with a 19 perception is an almost full moon. The full moon was yesterday. It brightly illuminates this this valley at the entrance of this cave, and there's a slight breeze that blows through the valley, almost seeming to come from the cave and blow outward, but you would notice that as the moon kind of hits the high point in the sky and shines light directly down into the valley, a couple of the shrines on either side just begin to kind of illuminate a little bit. Seemingly some sort of, you're not sure if it's a type of paint that maybe it just glows in the dark, or if it maybe has moon dust in it that's activated in moonlight, or not fully certain what it is, but a couple of the shrines just seem to light up and illuminate. One of them noticeably the one that Ragna was at earlier.
That makes sense.
But yeah, another couple hours go by. This would be when Uwe, you would wake up after this. Or Ragna, if you wanted to take a last watch, this would be the
No,
opportunity.
that's fine. I was going to mention earlier, but if it's already at last watch, it's all good.
Yeah. I'd go out and would a Whisper have said where he was going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jerry will look through the eyes of the spider if Uwe's the one going out too.
Okay.
Yeah, easy enough to find your way back through the winding path through the cave to the outside, and when you get out there, it's still dark, but you can see just that faint bit of light starting at the horizon at the far end of the valley that you're in.
Are the shrines still glowing?
They are.
Is it all of them or is it some of them?
Just some.
I guess with Whisper watching, I'd go out and check which ones they were.
Okay. Make a religion check.
17.
Okay. The one that Ragna had visited previously is a shrine that actually has Salune's name written on it.
Mhm.
Uh, who you would obviously recognize as the Moon Weaver. So it does appear that maybe some of these rocks are that are like so the shrines are like stacked rocks basically. Some of the rocks seem to have like flecks or like pigments in them that are illuminated or shining in the moonlight, and others are just normal rocks. Um, Possibly moon rocks. You don't know. Another one of the lit up shrines is a very similar situation, but you would notice that uh, it is not to Salune, but it appears to have. Well, make a history check. Let's see if you know.
History. Wait. Oh, +2. So 9.
9. What languages do you know?
I know. Auran, Common, Elvish, and Orc.
Okay, so you can read Elvish. You would see written here that this is a shrine created by a diplomat from uh, a small kingdom of moon elves. And you are unsure what a moon elf is. You've heard the term, not terribly common.
Okay. So
But yeah,
basically, ones that are just focusing around the moon seem to be the ones that are glowing.
yes.
Okay. Head back and sit with my buddy.
Your
Do
gods
some.
have anything to say to you?
Um. Oh, we just point up at the moon.
Yeah. Not red anymore.
Good.
Yeah. We'll say the red moon didn't seem all that bad.
Let's just
Seemed,
say Venom Fang.
yeah, we lived to tell the tale. Unfortunate that he's as slimy as he is, but at least you'll think twice about crossing us again.
Indeed.
What about you? Feeling better after that encounter?
No.
Why not?
He's not dead.
True.
Then I'll
But
be happy.
but I believe now, well, certainly we've angered him, but I doubt he'll travel, or I doubt he'll think it a good idea to leave his lair to confront us again.
We'll be prepared when leaving here. This time.
I'm not worried about him.
mindlessly draw a little dragon in the dirt. And then I'll point it out and then stop it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What do you think of his sister?
I'm gonna think for a good while.
Supposed to be the worst one, but maybe I haven't even seen her.
She's. I assume when I'm freely talking like this, I'm writing it down. I assume if she's anything like her brother, she's going to be horrible.
Well, they don't get along, so maybe they're not too alike.
Well, if he's afraid of her, I think we should be too.
Agreed. You know, we really should look into getting a dragon of our own.
One larger than Tava?
Well, maybe a little more real. Like looks around to see if Grim's around him.
As long as they don't keep trying to take our stuff. Or try and kill us, more importantly.
I can try.
What do you think of Grim and the others?
Seem alright. Don't know about the Genasi. I don't think I'd trust him. I don't think I could trust him with my secret, to be honest.
I'm a bird, but he's odd.
The other two, I think Grim being an acquired taste to most, I find myself quite fond of him. I think me and him,
Yep, go ahead.
I think me and him have a lot in common. But I've still got 3 eyes on him.
I'll say I feel the same way about Ragna, but I don't need to keep eyes on her. And also, I would say, even though he seems to basically lie as soon as he takes his first breath in the morning, I don't feel as though he's really lied to us about much.
Would agree.
I will say Uwe has a very high just passive perception or insight. So.
Things that he's told me, I don't see why he would lie about that, but it's scary to think that it could be a worse fate than what he's told me.
I don't think he's lied about anything that's important.
Well, like I said,
yeah.
3 eyes on him still.
As Grim pops out from behind a boulder, I knew you liked me. Yes.
Boulder.
Yes.
Boulder being spelled.
Yes.
Is Boulder spelled Bowler?
Holes.
He just shoots a crossbow right through his head. You can't. Walks up to your dead body. You can't scare us like that. God damn it.
Revives you.
Right,
Spare the dying.
Yeah. Bring her back. Oh, God damn it. Not again. I told you guys stop shooting him in the head.
All jokes aside, Grim will be awake in the bubble. Because I'm gonna change Tava's form.
Probably once we see the light starting to peek up, I'm guessing Whisper and I would head back.
Yeah, and I mean it takes longer than usual because again you are down in a valley, so it takes a bit for the light to for you to be able to see the change, I guess. But yeah, it is noticeably getting lighter. Grim, you are awake and swapping forms.
Yes, so I'm gonna dispel Tava as she looks right now. and I will ritual cast Find Familiar, and she will reform, similar scale, similar color. You can kind of tell it's the same disposition, so you would be able to tell that this is kind of a packed gift. So whatever form she takes, she's very similar, but she is taking the form of a quasit, which is a small reptilian fiend.
What kind of quasit?
An aquatic quasit, so it's like a little toad, a little blue toad with longer like claws on the
I got
ends
nothing.
of the arms and legs, a short little stubby tail, and two tiny little horns up on the top of her head.
Those are gross looking. When the whisper gets back, just looks at Tava, looks back at who he says, "See, big dragon."
Tava will just be like,
Wait,
Mhm.
hold on. I can totally make a token for this.
Can't wait for Rogden to see this and immediately just smite it.
The fuck?
Wakes up. Ah!
You wouldn't have. So you wouldn't have seen Grim do this sort of form before, right? Is this something Grim's never done
New
before?
familiar.
this would be the first time Ragnar
Okay.
would have seen Tava in this form. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
You think we're in cahoots?
More cahoots than I am with him.
Yeah, I get it.
Fair.
It's like double the cahoots.
Double cahoots.
Double hoots.
Sorry, I'm looking at my. I'm managing my spell list, which is a thing that takes forever.
Hey,
Yeah, I should probably do that too.
it's all gravy, baby. It's
Oh, I got
all
that
good.
one.
Does anybody want Kraft mac and cheese ice cream?
Yeah.
Blah,
No.
blah.
I don't want it, but I do want to try it. Well, I
Yeah.
can say
Yeah.
that I've tried it.
That sounds awful.
Sounds like a pregnant woman thing, to be honest with you.
Perfect. Let her try it.
Yeah, yeah, that 100%.
I need ice cream, but I also need macaroni. Both of
And
those
then,
things.
and
They
then
lie
it's gonna,
together.
instead of chocolate
can't-
sauce, it's going to be ketchup.
And I can't wait to eat.
Boy, have I
Eat
got the
both.
thing for you.
Let's see. Let's see if I can get it shipped.
Yes, in approximately 2 days, Barlos, you're going to get 3 quarts of mac and cheese ice cream delivered to your door.
It's
So
not
make sure you're home at
available.
4 p.m.
So
Oh, wait.
disgusting.
Oh, it's $5. I have to buy $60 worth of it to get it shipped.
Yikes.
A lot.
Yeah.
That's how they get you. Now you're stuck with $60 of the worst tasting thing you can imagine.
I would take a shot in the dark for $12, but
Right.
I'm not getting 5 pints of it.
Here's Tava as a quasit.
Fuzzy. Make it big on our thing.
Is its name
Or is that
Quava
not
now?
what you can do.
Whoa!
Move it down.
Quava!
What the fuck is that?
It's a Tazit.
That's a Furby with muscles, a tail, and wings and horns.
Is it a Tazit or is it a Quava?
Quasit.
fun.
Quasit.
Is this a D&D thing?
Quasit? Yeah.
A quasit?
For real?
Yeah.
Is that picture a D&D thing? No.
Can you spell it? Q?
Quasit. Quasit.
That's so
They're
crazy.
ordinarily much uglier. And not as swole.
Oh, Jesus. They're really ugly.
Yeah.
But that's a cute one.
They can take separate forms, so they can fly or swim. They can take the form of a toad quasit, a centipede quasit which can climb or dig, or a bat quasit which can fly.
So that is actually the bat form. I should have took the toad form. That's too bad.
It's all right.
It's even funnier.
Jesus. So is it a fiend?
It's a fiend, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Grogna's not gonna like that one.
No.
I assume it has the alignment of whatever you are.
Yes.
Doesn't help its case.
I mean, yeah,
Right.
It's at least not worse. It's not lawful evil.
A quasit normally is chaotic evil, but I am chaotic neutral. So
So
the
it's like a
quasit
pretty-
in this
it's a
case
pretty
would be
good-
chaotic neutral.
It's a
So
good
it's-
quasit. Like, it's a good boy.
So it's from the
Right.
abyssal plane.
Yes.
He's the humanitarian quasit everybody's been looking for.
This is the quasit as in toad form.
Oh my
Quasi.
god.
Toad told.
Oh.
Oh god,
Oh,
that's like a
God.
Miyazaki creature.
Yeah.
That's something
Oh
like
my
Spirited Away.
god.
Oh,
That's
Jesus.
so funny.
I dig it.
Can't be mad at that.
Oh, dude.
I imagine to swim, it just
It's
like
a quavitoad.
turns around and just like blows bubbles out of its mouth. Just like and just shoots backwards.
I'm imagining it just sucks in a bunch of air and turns into a big ball, and it just kind of rolls across the water.
Yeah.
Just bounces.
Also
with
a
the
very
current.
Miyazaki thing to do.
That's crazy. That's so funny.
So you now have a toad bat.
That. You have a that.
When it gets close to me, I'm gonna like move away from it because I don't like it.
And like Tava not knowing the difference is just like, this is just a person that I've been with. This is the bird that I've been traveling with. So she just like keeps coming
Yeah.
closer to you.
He just starts running as it like picks up its pace.
She can only run so fast though.
Get the fuck away!
Very low movement speed as the toad quasit. Well, like 40 feet. Never mind.
Barely
Not bad at all.
It went from being cute to nightmare fuel. Now that it can fucking haul ass at 40 feet.
I just keep pushing it away from me with my quarterstaff.
Just trying to grab at your legs and hug you.
Start bonking it on the head. Get away!
So you all complete a long rest.
Yay!
Yay.
I don't.
There goes my temp hit points. But I get a long rest. Can you long rest me on D&D Beyond?
For L?
Yeah.
I did.
Yep.
Okay. Bubble Fade. Auric, who is slow to rise, likes his sleep. He's going to say, well, I guess it's time we head in. Like I said, I think maybe 3 or 4 of us can fit in the boat. Otherwise, I don't know who wants to swim, who can fly.
What we can do is now I've got Shape Water prepared as an at-will cantrip, so Jerry will opt to walk alongside the boat.
Ooh.
I'll go on front.
How much does L weigh?
Wait,
Or
how does
just-
Shape Water let you walk on
You
water?
can freeze water, and you can have 2 instances of it at a time. So I can freeze 5 feet of water in a cube at a time, and I could just do one in front of the other.
To the side of the boat, pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't know how much he is.
Gonna be a
That was
much
probably pretty
lower pace.
Well, strictly
imagine-
for
What-
keeping weight out of the boat.
No. Here, what you should do is you should tie a rope around your waist, tie it to the boat, and then just
Sit on the ice.
sit on the ice. They'll just ski behind us. That's what you should do.
Not a horrible idea, actually.
You'll be going real slow if you're doing that, because every 5 feet you gotta wait 6 seconds.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
You get two people back there. Give someone else a little ski ramp.
You could.
Okay. So yeah, you guys would just go ahead and we'd be behind you. And I would just make an ice trail as we go. Why not? I don't want to slow people down.
Yeah, I don't know if L is like heavy, because
I would imagine so.
Earth Genasi are heavy.
He's probably lighter than Jerry. Jerry's not very light.
I don't know.
I would imagine the heaviest people are probably Wispy, myself, and Ulrich. Correct?
Ulrich's very heavy. Yes.
Yeah. Ulrich is probably, unless Wispy is like a very dense Warforge unit, which I would think, since he's stealthy, probably not.
I am not compared to most Warforged, but I'm still 200 or so. I think I'm tall.
Yeah, I would say you're probably very similar to Ragna, and then Ulrich is probably the heaviest. I'm just assuming Ulrich is like 500 pounds.
He's quite stout. Yes.
He's a big
I'm trying to see if he has any way to get across this. He might have to go in the boat.
I would think he would have to. I can float above. Theoretically, I could potentially. I don't know how that would work, but if there was somebody really small, I could just fucking baby Bjorn them.
Yeah.
But
I'd probably take Ubi that way.
I'd be the lightest. I'm 110 pounds, I think.
I'm pretty sure Jerry's the lightest, right? Oh no, you're Rock Gnome, aren't you?
Yeah, he's like 180. He's very dense.
God damn, that's a big ass gnome.
105 pounds.
I can get Uwe like the
damn boy, he thick.
The flight of his dreams. He can fly for 2 hours. Just I gotta hold him like Titanic style.
What happens?
It's not the same.
What happens if we're boating for longer than that?
2 hours? Well, it's good thing I got boots for 4 hours, baby.
What if we're going for more than 4 hours?
And we fall in the fucking
Call
water.
a doctor.
Just thinking of worst case scenarios. Yeah, whatever works.
Here's the thing. What's the speed? There's the other thing too. What's the speed of the boat?
That's a good question that Michael didn't have prepared.
I assumed it would just be standard walking speed.
I've looked it up before. I just didn't write it down. Rowboat 5e.
Dude, either way, like even if you guys had to go slower, we're talking 30 foot. It's not even that. It's 90 foot. No, sorry, not a rogue. 60 foot.
So its speed in the
Jerry's
water is
50 if he dashes.
15 feet.
That makes sense.
Oh, so that's
okay. So it's slower.
That would probably be enough for Jerry to keep up with the ice, right? Or no?
It's still 3 times faster than you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Did you know that a rowboat is immune to being stunned?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I never thought about it.
Uwe's gonna test that on the way there.
Yeah.
Use all my key points.
He's just stunning striking a boat.
Just blasting a hole in the bottom of it.
So, in outside of game, 4 people can fit in the boat, and it really doesn't matter their weight, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right.
1, 2,
We got.
3,
Well,
4.
if it should be the slowest people in the boat.
Or wait, how much is a ton? That's
2,000 pounds.
2,000.
Yeah, so 4 people can.
So it can't hold a ton, actually. That's interesting. So there is a weight limit. Hold on.
That's a lot. If you can only fit 4 people, and you could have like 5 Goliaths in that bitch. Or
Weight wise, it could fit all of us, but
no. Weight wise, it can hold 400 pounds.
No.
Oh,
Then
not
it's
fit
four
not fit 4
That
people
is
in there.
that's
So
not no.
creature capacity is So that's 2 separate capacities technically. Creature capacity is 2 crew, 2 passengers. Cargo capacity is 400.
Oh, okay.
So you can still have 4 people in it and carry 400 pounds of stuff.
Just stuff Grim in the trunk.
All right.
Under cargo, yeah.
You don't need to breathe, right, buddy?
We got 7 people. We got
Nope.
Ragna and Uwe flying. Jerry's water skiing.
Gliding.
So
just Auric is
L, Auric, Grim,
Grim,
and the
probably.
Whisper.
There you go.
Yep, in the boat.
And Tava will swim next to the boat.
Good.
That fat fucking frog just. Okay.
Get that thing out of my sight.
Now that she's in this form, she has an action where she can attempt to scare another creature.
I don't doubt it.
Are you gonna
Sounds
use
right.
it on Uwe?
Yeah.
It's,
I think he
You already
did.
have.
Actually, it's a free action for that.
Right. That's
Yeah,
what I
you're
wanted.
a willing creature, more or less.
It's a free action and a passive ability.
that's the last thing I want is a panicking bird in my arms.
Oh, you're scratching me.
She's like, fuck, stop it.
Damn it.
Shall we row?
All right. Into the boat, friends. Also, I was an idiot and added the boat on the actual map so it can't be manipulated.
Just grab a free asset boat and try that.
So I have this boat.
Don't get down.
What's wrong with that boat?
It's just not the same boat, okay?
It's a fine boat.
I mean, we're not going to get far on this map before we're not on this map anymore.
Yeah, I'm so pissed we need to use a different boat for 60 feet.
I don't know if Jerry has it prepared, but I guess if worst case scenario, if we're in the middle of this water and something happens and this boat starts going down to an extent, I don't know if you can make people fly at all.
I can make one person fly. It's probably going to be me.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know how fly.
I mean, I also have shape water, so I can have two. I can have a 5 foot by 10 foot stretch of water, so at least a couple of us could get on ice if we need to get out of the water.
Yeah.
Let's go fight the Kraken.
And then one person flies, and you can fly. I can. Oh man.
Kraken.
Macking with the paddles.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
smacked him on the head.
I guess if you think about it, though, Wispy and Grim don't need to breathe. I can hold Uwe.
What kind of armor's Orc wearing?
Or
it's
heavy.
it's thick. Yeah.
He
has.
How does Orc feel about water?
He has chainmail.
Is he like afraid of the water?
Might have to make him fly then.
Yeah. Make him fly and then have him hold you. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
He does.
Jerry's pretty heavy though. It's iffy.
That's for sure.
What do you say?
He doesn't love the water.
Unless it's the water that gives you advantage on survival.
I mean, I thought about doing a ritual cast of water breathing, but I was like, oh, we're probably just gonna drive right over this motherfucker.
Okay.
Why would we need a water walk? Not even water breathing, water walk. Why would we need to do that? We can just drive.
You have that?
Boat. Yeah, if I prepare it. But I sure
you
as
didn't
fuck
prepare
didn't.
it?
No, man, we got a boat and I can fly. I don't give a fuck.
Shit.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't.
Yeah. Statistically, nothing has ever gone wrong when there's a boat involved on the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because historically,
the other thing too is it's also a ritual spell.
Titanic's the only one, and that's why
That would be famous. Well. If it's a ritual spell, do you need to prepare it?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so
Here we go.
we're boating. Y'all are.
I'm on a boat, bitch.
Who gets the D100 roll is the real question.
Y'all are moving 15 feet at a time, which isn't even the full length of the
Do
boat. Check. Who's rowing?
Oric.
Not me.
Oregon L.
Okay.
Well, they're probably the strongest, and
Yeah.
we have the range. So
Is
Warwick has a 14 strength. L has
Is
a
L
16.
is L constantly trying to outrow the dwarf to not be shown up?
Yeah, we're making them sit together.
fucking dwarves don't have any tempo. Supposed to row at the same time.
We're just going in a circle.
But let's see.
Does
I
Oric
think
know
it's a
any
beautiful-
dwarf shanties that would help keep a rhythm?
See, Oric rolled a 16, so he's doing just fine on his rowing.
You need me to roll?
Sure, just give me a d20. Let's see
Oh,
how.
well, good thing I wasted a fucking crit on it.
Yeah, you're rowing so much better than the dwarf.
Uh-oh.
Real fucking complex about it.
Okay. Y'all are heading out. I forgot to modify your tokens to change your vision.
Modify. They're already modified.
He didn't recast the spell. You should be back to 60 feet.
Man.
Back to 0 feet.
The boat's a moving.
I modify my own. Sure can't.
Boat's moving. Check.
Mhm.
He's just
Have
holding
you
his
watched that
crossbow
since
while
it's
he's
been on
being
Netflix?
Bjorned.
Katie and I watched Major Pain the other day.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I guess it's worth mentioning that Ragnar would be like, "Hey, are you okay with me just holding you for 2 hours?"
What's he gonna say?
Yeah,
can't
he'd
even
jump
talk.
out.
He can swim if he wants to.
No, he would rather not swim.
He's like, yes,
He's
please.
He just jumps up into your arms and pulls out his
Yeah.
crossbow. We're just a flying crossbow turret.
And I'm just holding you, just scanning. And we're much slower, or we're much faster than the boat because it only goes 15, so we can just like do
Right.
fucking circles, whole way.
Tava, who can swim 40 feet, is just following you, not
Yeah.
following the boat.
I
She's
read
She's
in
developed
my walk.
an obsession with Ui.
I just want to shoot her. Shoot it so bad. But I
See, like-
remember what Tava used to look like, so I'm like, all right, I'll wait.
Whenever it scans to like
Oh,
how
wait.
is that, you see the trigger finger like start to pull.
I
Like
lift
she-
up at the last second.
Yeah.
And like she can't get out, like she's far too big, like her mass, she's too dense to get out of the water. So she's like trying to like jump up to get at you, but she just keeps falling down and sinking
Just
down
splashing.
into the water.
She could try to get on the ice
popping
without
back up.
slipping.
Yeah.
Just take my
That's
quarterstaff and like bonk her back down if she gets too close.
No.
No. Back, Kitty.
Who else is on the boat? I only have 3 people on here. I'm so bad at this. Grim, you're on the boat.
You have 4 people.
We have 4 people.
Oric.
On that
You
Whisper,
have 4 people.
Oric, Whisper, L, and Grim.
Yep.
Come on, Frere.
Y'all are on the boat. Jerry, you're behind the boat.
Yep.
Jerry's behind the boat.
Oh yeah. Arachnomedes is in my hood as well, so there's just a
Yep. There's always that
spider.
option.
Is Ragnar afraid of spiders?
Well, I wouldn't think so.
Okay. Because she's on here with us. Or he's on here
There's
with us.
Ragna and Uwe flying together. Are you
Spiders
guys?
are nocturnal, right? That's a thing.
Spiders?
I just assume
Spiders.
spiders are.
Follow the spiders.
I actually don't know. It's a good question.
And Tava Closet.
Hmm.
Sticking right by Uwe. Okay.
Quasimodos.
Let me make sure I have the settings right on this page. Hang on. Sorry.
Sure.
Okay, that's on. Okay, great.
Spooky.
Spooky.
What can you guys see?
The
Not
boat
a lot.
and blackness.
Nice.
That's racist.
I will not answer that
Ragna-
question.
Ragnar should be able to
West,
see
so
more than
I can
that.
say that.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all just rolling on ahead.
Yeah, I think we're just trying to look for where this is supposed to go.
I don't know if it gets brought up at any point, but if it's mentioned like, oh hey, can you do like that cool thing where we can see everything again? Ragnar would
Oh,
be
the
like, oh
dark
yeah,
vision?
yeah, but like it's one of those things she's not going to think of because she can see like that all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have dark vision.
Can
Grim also has dark vision.
I've got dark vision, but I wouldn't mind being able to see 300 feet again.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at.
Maybe
Especially if
Jerry
they're
can
going
beckon L. Ooh, what's that over to the right?
See it at all.
There's, it looks like a
I can
landmass over to our right.
I can describe it clearly for you.
That Jerry announces to the group. Or Ragnar.
Landmass ho.
I don't know how long we're going to be, I almost said boating, but if you want, I can enlighten you. At least
I
some
could
of
also
you.
take a quick look over there.
Yeah.
We'll look over there.
I mean, what is it? It could be just a statue of somebody holding a shield. It's nothing crazy, right? Like,
I don't know.
No.
I can't see it.
oh, okay. Well, let's see. I feel like it should be Grim, Jerry, Wispy, and Wee.
Am I getting volunteered for?
I'll take
You're
300.
gonna be able. You're
Dark vision?
gonna be able to. Yeah, 300
Yeah, I
foot
need-
dark.
I need it.
Give me the 300.
So you
Oh,
said
let's see.
it's Grim, Jerry, Whisper, and
Grim said-
Ooey.
Yes. Grim. Sorry,
Okay.
yeah. So Grim, Jerry, Wispy, Wee.
We'll just leave L in the dark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
literally
cannot see the
doesn't. He doesn't have dark vision, so he can't see.
Sorry.
He can also cast dark vision, which he did last time.
If he really needs to, yeah.
Okay, so yours changes to 300 now. Yours changes to 300 now.
Yes.
Oops. Well, Jerry, you're behind the boat anyway.
Yeah.
Yours changes to 300 now.
Hey.
And Grim, yours changes to 300.
So, no, Dad, what about you?
So
I can
don't
see
know.
the whole world.
I don't know if you can see the whole map or not, or if you need to refresh,
Yep.
but it should be updated.
Sure can.
What is that?
I sure
What
can.
is that? What
The
the
fuck?
fuck is that?
What in the
No, is
fuck
that a
is that?
fucking cat?
Can we make a perception check on that island?
Sure.
Ooh, it's the other island I'm more concerned about.
Ragnar said she's helping me.
Yeah, I'm helping
I
you.
didn't hear that.
I'll make my own perception check if that's
Sure.
acceptable.
Two of you can.
I got a 19.
Holy shit! I'm rolling a dice. Oh wow! I rolled
What?
really good. 23.
Yeah, with a 19 and a 23, you can clearly make out that this is a marble statue of a unknown warrior. Appears to be wearing some aquatic themed heavy armor. He's holding a shield out in front of him. It's tall. It's massive. It's 20, 25 feet tall. And it's up on this rock sticking up out of the water.
How high up is the rock?
The rock, I mean, you could climb up. The rock is probably 5 to 10 feet out of the surface of the water.
Looks like a memento to one of their warriors.
Curious to see what's underneath it potentially. Does it look like there's any stairs around it? Like people could go up to it?
It does not.
Any symbols on the shield?
With a 19, you would be able to make out that, yes, there appears to be a warhammer that has a shining radiant light coming from behind it, like an aura.
Like an all hammer.
Ulrich is somewhat familiar with this place, right? But he was younger. Am I correct?
Ulrich has done a lot of research about this place.
Oh, yeah.
And he has no, he's never been here personally.
Could we explain the statue to him and ask if he knows who this might represent? Or what it might represent?
You got 60 feet, right?
Yeah. I don't know if he can see it or not. I haven't queued on his token. He should be able to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make it out.
Yeah.
He's gonna say, I suggest we proceed with caution from this point. It's the mariner, the watchman, said that this is one of the many defenses of Gauntlgrim. And I'm not entirely sure what that means, but know that a lot of people don't necessarily make it past this point.
I imagine it's like a lighthouse sorts, but probably a little bit different.
Bad lighthouse.
He says, I don't suppose any of you know how to play a musical instrument by chance?
Let me look. Probably not.
Lord Bloodbank actually knew how to play the drums. Never came up
Grim, you know what?
He
Grim
said
can
he
play the
had
ball
a drum.
bearings.
I don't know if he could play it.
What?
Oh,
What
he
did you
could
say,
play it.
Billy?
Yeah,
Grim can play
I
what?
said the ball bearings.
Just
clink
shake
them
the
together.
bag.
Let me check out.
They're kind of like maracas.
Yeah.
The Whisperer's gonna turn to Uwe above, and he's gonna try to shout. He says, "Don't suppose you've heard any lovely tunes in your day, friend?"
Good idea.
Can mimic a whole band.
Oh, Grim will promptly pull out his war gong and say,
Oh boy.
"I can play this. This sounds great. Let me tell you."
Whisper
It
immediately
really is
like
something special.
smacks it out of his hand. You start grabbing. He's like in his bag. He's just like
wraps cloth around it.
just looks at him and just says, "Absolutely not.
What
Absolutely. Eye contact. Bring your eyes in. Absolutely not."
Okay. And I won't play war gong. Fine. Whatever. He puts it back in his bag. He will exchange it out for, however, the helm of encouragement and put that on his head.
Helm goes on your head and immediately just says, I think you would have played a lovely aria.
Loud.
Yeah,
we're gonna
thank
hear it,
you.
right?
Absolutely.
The Whisperer's like, okay, no, fine,
All right.
fine.
I
That was
gotta-
no, stop. That was unfair of me. Group, what do we think on the war gong?
No.
Yes.
Nobody can weigh in now. Everybody obviously hates it and doesn't want me to ever play it again. So fine, it'll stay in my bag. Whatever.
I got to go for a few. We got to get something
Okay.
out of the garage, so I'll be back in a little bit.
I never heard that term before.
I think you would have played a lovely
Ragna
war
down.
gong. What's that?
We will point Ragna down toward Auric and
Take him down.
I'll write out and say what type of music do we need to play.
You just said that music can sometimes assuage the beast. They mentioned a fiend in the waters that tends to attack those that don't know the trick. But luckily, I did my research.
We would know how to mimic some music, and thinking about soothing, he would mimic Jerry's little play box that he plays in the morning.
I thought you were going to say Jerry's snoring.
Several snores
Right
overlapping
afterwards.
in harmony.
Make a performance check, please.
With advantage?
No?
Grim also has prestidigitation.
I'll give you
that can
guidance.
play
Louis.
music.
Guidance.
Guidance. That's
Sorry.
a D4?
Yes.
Yeet.
Okay.
Just give me the hugging guidance.
1 plus 1. So 15 total.
Pretty good for a Wii.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, you're able to kind of mimic the sound of a little a trinket box, the little metal prongs that get plucked by the spinning wheel, and it's weird because in the silence of this massive cavern, it's just echoing. It's reverberating, and it kind of clashes, and sometimes it harmonizes, and it's an interesting experience. But yeah, you're able to chirp out a song along the way.
And I'll just keep playing it over and over.
Crossbow in hand, actively looking under the water. Actually gonna is Jerry's thing take concentration? Control
Which
water.
ring?
I don't know. When I
Real quick.
refresh his character
It's a
sheet, it
it's a
doesn't show
cantrip.
up.
It is a cantrip.
Shape
Here's-
water is not concentration.
I'm gonna request Jerry to, or well, I guess I'll ask the group. Do we want to illuminate the water around us?
Wait.
Or do you think that's a bad
Control
idea?
water? Is it control water?
Shape water.
Oh, okay. Control water is a different spell.
Yeah.
I got confused.
I misspoke.
Sorry.
Do you think lighting up the water around us, keep a better eye out's a good idea, or do we want to stay low profile?
I would stay.
I mean, he could absolutely do like a pattern with them. Maybe it would be soothing as well. What do you think, Oric?
I think, well, I just mentioned the music. I don't know if other things would help or hurt, to be honest. I'm more partial to the stealth and try and get through here quickly without creating too much of a disturbance.
I agree.
Alright.
I can see your point now. Wargong probably a bad idea. I will admit that. Okay. We may proceed.
I like to think it's been like 3 hours.
We're already in Gauntlgram at this point.
I get it. I understand.
I would like to, in this form, Tava can't really attack, but she can turn invisible.
Okay.
I would like to have Tava turn invisible and dip below the surface so she's not making physical ripples on the surface. and start swimming towards this island.
Okay.
She's like slowly making her way over there, but she's maybe 10 feet under the water.
Pretty sure she's faster than the boat, right?
She is
Much
much
faster
faster
than
than
the
the boat. Yeah. She's just
Um,
swimming slowly to slow enough that she's not actively trying to cause
Healthy
a
swim.
lot of yeah. Can I make a stealth check with her?
sure. She's invisible, so she gets advantage.
Don't need it. That is a natural 20, which means a 25. Her stealth is
Nice.
+5.
Yeah. Pretty undetected.
She makes it over to this edge. Is this similar? Like 5 feet or
Yeah.
so?
It's like between 5 and 10 foot climb up.
I'm going to have her climb up onto the island. And then I am going to just kind of hold on to Auric for stability and perceive through her senses.
Okay.
Those sight and sound, whatever
Yeah,
she is hearing.
make a perception check.
Oof, that's not good. That's +1. Oh, not terrible. 9. Not
9.
great.
Okay. You can see on top of this rock in the darkness. Does that form have dark vision, actually?
Yes.
Okay. Then you
120
would be
feet.
able to see on top of this rock that there are 2 skeletons. They both appear to be dwarven or halfling. I guess you can't quite tell, but definitely a smaller stature. They are all bone. There's not a whole lot of decayed flesh or anything, so you guess they've either been there a very long time, or there's not much left to them. There's some scraps of clothing on both of them, but it appears that they've been kind of picked clean, and you don't see anything, but you hear a very heavy breathing.
Can I tell which direction the breathing is coming from?
It would be like to your northwest.
Mm.
All the ceilings in here. Can we see the ceiling?
Yeah, they're about 45 feet.
Can I tell if the breathing is coming from above or below or kind of on the same level?
No, you can't.
Okay. I'm going to have her move over here and then kind of dip back into the water. I'll recheck if you want because I'm re-entering the water.
Sure.
That's not as good.
Still advantage because you're still invisible.
Okay, that may help. Yeah, okay, that's better. What did I say the stealth was?
+5.
+5. So that is a 17.
Okay. Yeah. Able to slink back into the water without causing too much of a disturbance.
I'm gonna swim down again about 10 feet to steer clear of the top of the water, and I'm gonna swim out to about here, and then try and perceive again if I see anything under the water at this point.
Yeah. Make a perception check.
That is a 16.
Okay. kind of surveying the area, you can see kind of in this little crook here on this rock, partially in the water, partially out of the water, kind of leaning up against the rock, you can see a hulking figure. It has greenish bluish skin, looks very slimy. It's got very long arms that seem to drip like from the shoulders all the way down into the water, past below where you can see them. Its hair is just knotted, mangled seaweed, and you can see some gills along the neck, and it is just chilling.
Okay. I'm going to not risk moving back. I'm just going to let Tava stay there, stay invisible under the water, and I will regain my senses and relay all of that to the rest of the party and let them know what's back there.
Hope that you're right about this orc.
I sure hope so. The books were old.
At the very least, we know where it would be coming from.
Well, shall we carry on?
Proceed.
Let's go.
Choo choo.
Chug, 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 chug. Chug, 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 chug. Chug, chug. You still singing?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to stop until I feel like we're safe. We should probably go to the right if we saw this person. At least we are a little bit right.
Can do.
I am going to hop back into Tava's senses just to keep an eye on the creature as we're moving.
Okay. Does not appear to be moving.
It looking at us?
Maybe. Who could possibly know?
He's like, I was. Can we see this thing within 300 feet? Like
No,
over here?
He's
it's
back
on
here.
like the back side of the rock here.
Okay.
So I mean, you could row the boat over there if you want to.
Yeah, sure.
Hard pass.
Okay. We are off that map. Which brings us to. Forgot to add my boat on this page. Hang on.
My boat.
My goo.
Oh no.
Why is it so big? That's what she said.
Nice.
Fucking. Thank you, Jesus.
Ooh.
Come on. Fuck.
Oh man.
Old Tori's pissing me off.
The thing.
Yes.
Okay. You continue rowing past the rock. And it's weird. It's almost like as you go past that rock, your extended vision seems to shrink and collapse in, almost unnaturally so, as if you crossed a barrier.
Oh.
Like a magic barriers.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It is noticeably darker now. And, yeah.
I would like to activate the Eye of True Sight.
Yeah, absolutely. You certainly can.
Has that creature moved at all since we've crossed into this darker place?
No.
I would like
So,
to ask Mr. Oric if he has any idea what this is.
He'll say, I'm not sure, but it's certainly not natural. I don't know what we're gonna find up here, but I'm guessing it's well, normally good happy things don't make shadows. So who knows? Just be on the lookout as much as you can.
Ulrich's eye, like does it like whenever you activate your true sight, does it glow or does it do anything like?
Yep.
You'd be
it
like,
does
oh,
glow.
okay, he's like trying to see some shit.
Yep. So 60 feet and back. Normal magical darkness. See invisible creatures and objects. Automatically detect visual illusions and succeed on saving throws against them.
Is that right for you? I expanded it out to 60 feet.
Yep.
Okay. So for 10 minutes.
Still just water.
All right.
Although the boat's smashing everyone else except for me. Turn around and nobody's there.
I was gonna say I'm alone on this boat now.
Oh, yeah, L. It just looks like L's on there.
Yeah, that's all I see is L.
I don't know why.
It's okay.
But we moving people. You just get snatched up by a sea kraken. Ragna is gonna talk down to Grim and quietly.
That's rude.
And
Yeah, what a bitch.
do you, I don't know, get any weird feelings about having, if there's any bowls, you just get that bowl tingle. Let me know, because I can.
As much as I would love to have a tingle in my bowls. I've never actually seen one.
Actually,
and I don't. Have I?
Yeah, we saw one to mask.
Yeah.
Oh, we did.
We sure did.
Collector never showed me one, but that would have been the first time I saw one. Gotcha.
So if your
Sorry,
bowls
man.
start tingling,
my bowls are not tingling, but
down on my palms.
I am very excited to be here. This is a wonderful place.
I have prepared locate object. So if you get some bowl tingles, we can start searching.
Alrighty. Y'all keep rowing on.
Yeah.
Can I get a quick recap, or are we moving?
Everyone died, and it's just you.
Oh, okay. Ubi's playing a magic box or a fucking music box with its mouth. There's a big scary monster, and Tava's got her eyes on it. And now we're in magical darkness.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
I got true sight for 10 minutes,
Okay.
but it looks like a whole bunch of water. Looks like we're kind of up on a dock.
Yeah, we're over a dock.
All right. We're coming up on a dock.
Yeah,
We're at the dock.
we're
You are
full.
at a dock.
How much of my 10 minutes has passed?
Not even one.
Okay. We're gonna get in the dock and I'm gonna immediately go exploring stealthily.
I'd jump down and join you, actually.
Roll a stealth check.
I'm joining him.
Is a 27.
27. Yeah, okay. You are stealth.
Mine's 17.
Okay. You also are stealthed.
Does dancing lights show in magic darkness?
It's not magical darkness. It's just unnatural.
Oh, okay. I'd like to use dancing lights then.
Okay.
Do we have tokens for that?
Probably.
Yeah.
Spell tokens, dancing lights.
Be right back, guys.
Do you want one big one or 4 little ones?
4 little ones and like a square again.
Why are they not providing light? That's my
dim
question.
light and a 10-foot
They
radius.
have light, it's just diminished.
It's a dim light.
Is
for
it
10
showing
feet.
for you guys?
Yeah,
It's
we
showing
see
for
it.
me.
Looks like
And
there's an
they
end to this
just
dock.
so the range is 120 feet, so I'd like to like move them as a group around just to scope out the area. Oh, what?
Okay,
How
I
far
have to
is
modify
120?
them a little bit.
So basically the whole map. Okay.
That's good.
Can I go the entire way this way?
God
Yep.
damn it, quit moving them.
Hmm.
I'm trying to change them. You would notice that your light is not emitting as far as it normally is.
Okay. Then, oh, yeah, I'll bring them in a little closer. Yeah, that's really not lighting up a whole lot.
I mean, where we are, it looks like
Oh, you guys are on a dock. Okay.
the dock ends where we are.
Yeah. So in your vision, you can make out that there is a wooden dock similar to the last. You all hop off, and it meets another black sand shore. Yeah.
Oh, this is shore over here?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna keep real close to Whisper because he seems to be able to see a lot better than I can.
I was going to suggest sticking together.
So I'll move Jerry to at least catch up with Ragna, and then I see the edge of the dock.
Should we dismiss these lights away from us if we're trying to stealth?
I can do that.
I mean, you can keep them somewhere by you guys, but
Yeah.
I'll keep them back here.
I have a little bit of vision. Okay. It's dark.
Yeah.
Do I see? I'm just gonna keep going until I can try and find a wall.
Yeah. So what you can see in front of you, as you make your way a little further, is there is a massive monolith wall in front of you, stretching upwards to 40 plus feet in some areas and as low as 30 feet. And literally, as far as the eye can see, side to side, there's a massive metal wall face that has a massive mural carved into it. There are several braziers along the way that all are extinguished. And yeah, again, a black sand beach. There are some rocks that are massive boulders. There's some just debris you would guess from cave ceiling falling down, but it is a massive metal wall.
All right. Is there wood in the braziers or coal or?
Yeah, there's coal and a little bit of kindling in each of them. Yeah.
I would like to light one.
Sure. Let me figure out how to do that from my end. Here, I'll put a dancing lights on top of it. No, I won't, because it's in the middle of two spaces.
Did we decide to stay back on purpose and let you two go?
Yeah, I think they were basically gonna go
Control
do a quick
click
little
and
scouting.
drop it between space. How do you do that?
Alt.
Jerry will message ahead to them and ask them if they could use assistance or if everything's all right. He can't see them at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I guess after you guys see that light up, you would see them up there, trying to see the mural, and that there's no.
Okay. All right. Jerry's gonna make his way up.
Can I actually just make a perception check, see if I hear other things besides us?
Yeah, go
ahead. 9.
You don't hear much. You hear some shuffling footsteps of other people on the beach. Could be your friends, could be enemies. You hear some lapping water.
Make a perception check as well, I guess. No. 14.
Okay. Yeah, you hear the same thing. What you can see, now that this area of the wall is illuminated, it seems like this portion of the wall, there's it's just a giant mural.
What's the mural of?
I'll start lighting the other braziers as I go.
I'm gonna say it's pretty dark. It would be hard to make out what the full thing is.
I'll go right and light them that way.
I'll do the same going left.
I'm thinking about asking L to do pass without trace on us, so if there are footsteps from anything else, we can be extra attentive of it. But if we're spreading out to look at the mural, it might not be effective anymore.
I mean, he just has to cast it on us.
Fine.
Oh, we don't have to stay next to him?
Let me check. Because I heard it both ways, and I want to double check.
They just have to be next to him when it's cast.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's how it works.
But it lasts for an hour. All right.
Yeah. I'll message back to L and ask him if we could do that.
He'll use his feature, his 1-a-day feature, instead of using key points.
Where are we? Sorry.
We found ourselves at another beach with a mural, a large, giant wall that has a mural on it.
Nice. What's the mural? Do we know?
Not yet.
We're trying to light up some braziers and get a look.
Yeah. For the sake of brevity, so I don't have to make tokens because it's not actually on the map, we'll just say you're able to light up all the braziers. They all light the same, normal fire color, and as you light the last one, they all flash and grow a little bit brighter and pushes some of this oppressive darkness away, and really shows this mural for what it truly is, and it's quite impressive. Um, well, make a perception,
Oh,
somebody,
just the group.
I can.
or two people.
Somebody else.
Who has high perception? Just give them advantage.
I have high perception.
There you go.
Then you do it.
Okay. That's 18.
Okay. Yeah. It's a very ornate mural. It's all like the wall is recessed, and it seems like this has been carved, so it looks like the features, the characters, the depictions are all popping out at you. And I'll also have you make a religion check, please.
I didn't go to religion class. I didn't go to religion class. I rolled 2 14s, which is probably going to be less than 14 because I'm a dumb bitch.
I guess Elle is proficient in religion.
So is Jerry. Well,
Oh, he is too, but oh no, he's not.
no, Jerry's
Yes,
not
he
proficient.
13 total. Yeah.
Okay. That's what the DC was, so you're good.
Yeah.
So what you can see is just a massive monolithic wall, and extending end to end. This is like close to 200 feet long. Like I said, almost 40 feet tall at some parts. It's hard to see up close. It's one of those things that you kind of have to stand back, and that's why the lighting is so important. But it's solid metal, and you would see at the far left, it appears to depict what appears to be a dwarven man with a beard all the way down to his feet, bald head. He's holding a massive hammer, and he's at a great forge. And you would guess with your religion check that this is probably Dumathoin, who they consider to be the creator of their race. And this tells the story from what you can make out of the creation story. So it depicts Dumathoin forming the first dwarf Moradin from a combination of clay, stone, and iron. So it shows him kind of molding the shape into the form of a physical dwarf. And it shows surrounding him the 4 primordial elementals, supplying all the things that he needs to create and sustain life. So the water and earth elemental combine to contribute to the clay and the actual physical makeup of the dwarf. It gets placed in a furnace to be fired by the fire elemental, and then upon coming out of the fire, it depicts a massive set of bellows that normally would feed the fire, with an air elemental breathing air into the form, and then a single strike of his hammer of creation, and Moradin is born. It depicts Dumathoin passing the hammer down to Moradin. It goes on now, like in the middle of the mural, to show Moradin creating hundreds and hundreds of dwarves from there. Eventually, it depicts him handing a crown to one of the dwarven men. Can make a history check if you would like.
Do it with advantage.
$11.
11. not quite coming to you. The first Dwarven king. You think you've heard it in the past, just can't recollect it in the moment. But the mural continues. It shows original designs for a city. It shows homes and buildings and towers and everything being erected. It shows the first church that's established. The symbol that you saw previously on the Knight Shield coming in, that same hammer with the radiant surroundings that anyone with a proficiency in religion would know is the symbol for Moradin. There's on the far right, it shows another great forge. This one appears to be pretty similar to the original forge on the left side, but you can tell that it's notably different. The fire itself is depicted with having an eyes and a mouth, and you can see a team of dwarves all working in this forge, and there are a group of 10 figures standing in a circle around that sentient fire. And that is the mural depicted in front of you.
Interesting.
All of that information.
Are the figures doing anything specific, or are they just like
Around the fire.
Are they just around the fire? Are they?
They are completely surrounding the fire and holding their hands. They're in a massive circle, holding each other's hands around the fire.
Oh.
So they're
Gold
praying
circle jerk.
Erebus.
Yeah. This is my type of mural. You got to get in this place right now.
The sheer size of it is just fucking impressive. It's crazy.
Do we see a door anywhere?
Make a perception check.
Sure.
I'm during this time am just going along the length of the wall and looking for anything that pops up my true sight or regular sight as well.
Dirty 20.
Okay. With your dirty 20, you do not see a door anywhere.
Okay.
Notably missing would be a door. Mr. True Sight over there, you absolutely would see a door.
I come back to the group, guys. There's no door.
There's no door for fucking miles. I don't know where
Guys, there's a door right here.
There is a section of the wall where you can see it's near the middle where the story talks about creation of the community, the church, and everything. And there's a dwarf near like real height carved into the wall. And like I said, everything on this mural is popping out at you. This one particular section has a dwarf with his hands raised in praise, and the hands are imprinted in a space where you could place hands.
I do it. Slap my hands. I give him double high fives.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Give it a little push.
Oric.
Is it because you don't have fingerprints?
Yeah.
You need
Get the
fingerprints?
dwarf over here.
I shackle the dwarf and bring him over.
I'm so glad we got a replacement dwarf.
And, you guys turn and look at Oric, and you can see him just standing there. He's got tears in his eyes, and he sees you're getting his attention, and he kind of heaves a big sigh, and he says, "I'm sorry, I just never thought I'd actually get here. Never seen something so beautiful." And
I give him a pat on the back.
He'll trot over, and he says, "They say it takes the blood of a Delzun dwarf to get in here." And he looks down at his hammer, and then turns to whoever's next to him and says, "I don't have anything sharp. Could
He just immediately cuts him with his talon. Like, doesn't even finish the sentence.
What a fucking dick.
just across his palm.
And he'll kind of rub his blood between his two hands and coat his palms and place his hands in the receptacle. And the door that you could see all along, Whisper, is suddenly revealed to everyone. You hear a massive, like a deep echoing boom sound, like a metal hitting metal.
Very much
And
standing back.
the doors slide inward and reveal a, I don't know, a 10 by 15 tall double set of doors that push in and slide outward, revealing an entryway.
Let's go.
Or it's gonna say, and remember before we go in, I don't know what's been in here, and whatever's in here has been sealed for a long time, so just be ready for anything.
How many people here would benefit from mage armor before we go further? Grim, could you use it?
0.
Okay.
Grim.
Well, Jerry could.
I don't think so.
So what do you have to do? Be not wearing armor, essentially?
Yeah.
I think so.
Big no.
Al and I are out.
And not be a monk.
Oh yeah, because
Or a barbarian.
I already. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm already.
Jerry's got
wearing
it on
armor, so-
himself then.
I kind of point and ask if Oric can close the doors back up.
Do you want to do that?
I don't want to be followed.
I don't want to be locked in.
I will change. I will shift back to Tava's senses. Has that monster moved at all since the doors opened?
Yes, it has.
I will immediately shift back and. Oh, I guess I'll stay there. Is he still there at all? Can I see him?
No, you cannot.
I will phase back and I will say, "Time to go in. That big creature is not where he was before. So take that for what you will."
Yeah, we should probably go in the
real quick. Check for traps.
Yeah.
As we're pushing Whisper in the front.
And since it was Grim that was speaking, the whisper has already disappeared down the hallway.
It was 22.
Yes, you would notice that there is a what appears to be a pressure plate in the doorway.
Everyone's just like pushing behind me. I'm like, whoa,
No, hold up.
whoa, whoa. I will point out the pressure plate to everybody and advise, is it like big enough we can walk around it?
Yeah, you could walk around it.
Can I like take a step over it and then continue, see if there's more plates in the vicinity?
Yeah, so the wall, so the portion of the wall that moved inward, now that you can see inside the wall where this door previously was, it's about 3 feet thick of solid metal. This is not just a door that opened. This is massive metal pillars that have slid in and outwards. So the section of the floor, this pressure plate on the one side, is about 3 feet. Like you could still step over a 3-foot gap, but there's several of them, like between the door. You can clearly see, since you looked for traps, that some of the plates are pressurized and some are just normal floor.
Jerry's going to move the dancing lights into the corridor and just make them line the entire thing so we can see the floor.
Yeah, I will point out those plates to everybody and have them follow behind me.
Yeah,
And
easy
have
enough to do.
Tava swim north and see if she can find that creature. Just swim as fast as she can north from where she was.
Yeah. Swimming north. Make a perception check for Tava.
If Quasit does not have a perception skill, is it just a straight roll?
It's whatever
Wisdom.
their wisdom bonus would be.
Okay. So +0. Okay, that's not terrible. 15.
That's good.
Does not see the creature.
All right. I'm going to have her keep swimming until she reaches the dock where our boat was docked. Unless she
Yeah.
runs into the creature.
Nearing the dock, she would be able to make out the creature, yes.
By the
It
dock?
It is under the water.
How close to the dock?
Oh, about right. Yeah.
So about closing those doors, do you know how to close those doors, or?
Yeah, I'll phase back and relay how close it is.
Are you all through the doors?
Yeah.
I imagine we're following Wispy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as you proceed through the wall, once all of you are inside, the doors automatically begin to slide shut.
Okay.
And
real
I will return Tava to her pocket dimension for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy
What was the
enough.
name of the first dwarf that Doomathorn made?
Moradin.
What is it? Burden? Moradin.
Moradin.
Mural of Creation.
Big Daddy Dwarf.
Big Daddy Dwarfy.
All right. Welcome to Gauntlegrim, y'all.
Wow.
You made
Time
it.
for those bowls.
Ready for a bowl.
We're all level to level 10.
You done made it inside.
See, that's a pretty big milestone we've reached as a group, huh?
You would think.
Nice one.
Whisper, you still have your true sight active, yes?
You?
10 minutes.
Oh, so it's been 10 minutes.
It has not been 10 minutes. So you have 60 feet of vision. So, now that y'all are in, the door behind you slides back into place, and you can see the cracks where the two pillars once were. They vanish. It is now a solid metal wall once again. An echo of the door slamming closed reverberates for what feels like an eternity, and eventually it fades, and the air is completely still. It tastes stale and almost feels like it's not enough breath when breathing in. It feels choking almost. There's no breeze, there's no sound. It is absolutely silent, and so silent that your ears have a slight ringing in them. The darkness around you feels oppressive and claustrophobic, especially for you, Ragna, who is so used to being able to see so far in the dark. This is a huge departure from what you're used to. This is unnatural. It's something is wrong. An uneasy feeling kind of creeps over all of you, and you can't help but shake the feeling that you're just being observed. A single point in front of you, a ways off in the darkness, you can see a very faint glowing blue pulsating light. It seems to emanate from a raised platform. It's kind of up in the air, but it just slightly illuminates the darkness. And at this point, I would like everyone to go in turn order, please.
Decide how we're marching order.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I gotcha.
I'll go first.
I'll go right behind Whisperer.
Uh,
Yeah, Wispy first. Grim behind.
We can have. Oh, okay. Whisper first, Grim behind. We'll do.
I'll take the butt.
Okay, so we'll do Ragna, Uwe in the back, then put Grim, or put Jerry and
L.
Auric together, and then L on the other side of him.
Like such as?
I don't see any difference.
The turn order?
It's empty.
Oh, there.
Is it? God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch.
Because it carried over from the last page and I didn't clear it. Idiot. Hey, quit moving tokens. Alright, so Whisper first, then you, then L, then Auric, Jerry, Uwe, and Ragna. Like such as?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. Using it's basically combat without combat, so you can move, have an action, bonus action. We'll just go in order. So Whisper with your passive perception as you proceed. You would recognize, let me do this so I can see what you see. There are massive statues on either side of you. You can see with your true sight, you can make out that they appear to be dwarven, most likely royalty or knights of some sort. There are plaques on each of these statues, and they all appear to be different people, so it's not all the same guy. In the middle of the room, you see a fountain. It is not running. There is still water in front of you. There is a large metal statue in the middle of the fountain, bearing a longsword and a shield. The shield has that same emblem as before that you saw on your boat ride over. The longsword actually almost looks like a jet of flame, but metal, of course. And between his legs, at the base of his statue, there appears to be a bowl.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'll use my movement to get up to here. Hop on. How tall is the fountain?
The raised platform would be about 10 feet up from there, and then the statue would be looming over that. But the bowl would be about 10 feet higher than where you are now.
Okay. Well, we'll get to there with my movement.
It looks pretty familiar. It's giving off like I said, a pulsating blue light. And it appears, yes, and it appears with your true sight, what does that do for magic? Can you see magical aura?
I cannot.
Okay, then that does not apply.
Unless it's in the ethereal plane or it's an illusion.
Okay, it's not.
Or it's an invisible creature or object. Okay. Just gonna call back out to Grim and say, hey buddy, That's what I found.
Which way did the Whisperer go? Up and to the right?
North.
Alright, I will just 20 feet. And I will move over. Or you just go straight north? I guess you can move faster than I can. So I will move up here.
Elle's turn.
Oh, quick side note. Would Jerry still have his dancing lights?
Yes, he would.
Yeah.
Is the pulsing blue light visible on this map?
No.
Okay.
Theater of the mind, if you will.
Okay.
Let me get out these dancing lights again. You had them in a little square.
Mm-hmm.
Dancing.
Not your turn. Can't just go moving them around.
Yeah, you can't go
Okay.
moving them around.
It's Elle's turn, by the way.
Okay. So we saw them move which way?
They just walked
North.
straight ahead.
Okay. Well, gonna go there, I guess. Since I don't have any dark vision. Oh, all right. I'll cast dark vision on myself. So 60 feet.
God damn it.
Oh, that's good. That's where I can get to.
He is dark visioned.
Well, that was his action to do that, so that's where he's at.
Okay. Oric's turn. And he's just happy to be here. He's going to make his way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over this way. And he's checking out the statue. Jerry.
I'm just gonna spread these out a little bit. What, 20? Maybe not that far. And I'll move them 60 feet ahead of Jerry. So if he's at 45, he'll put him like here.
Okay.
And then he'll move forward to there.
Alright. Ooh, wait.
I guess he'll take the dodge action for shits and giggles.
Okay.
So there's a thing. That's where I go.
All I
Wait.
saw was you just go disappear.
Where did they go?
Then
Which
she
way did I
looked it
see the
up.
other? Oh, over that way. So Grimm's with Auric. Jerry's right there. I'll. If Grimm is gonna stay with, I'll take that back. Hold on. Let me go. L will stay with Auric and Grimm, and Uwe will stay around with Jerry.
You'd be able to tell that Grim is going towards the center with the whisper.
Okay, I'm
His
just
intention
trying to
is
make
not
sure
to go
we
left.
keep
Yeah.
people with the squishies. So that's what.
Auric is no squishy, by the way.
Yeah, but he's important.
We got his blood. That's all I need.
Yeah, he got you.
We're
The
in.
rest is up to y'all.
I'll reanimate him so his blood can walk with us.
There you go.
All right, Ragna. Spooky in here.
Spooky.
And can Ragna see the top of this, like 30 foot up, like if that's the ceiling?
Yeah, so this ceiling in here would be about, well, you wouldn't be able to see it actually because of this strange shadow on your vision. You do not see the ceiling at 30 feet of vision.
Gonna go up in increments of 5 feet until I see the ceiling.
Yeah, 20 feet up, you see the ceiling. So it's a 50-foot ceiling.
Ragnar would shout out, well, I suppose not shout, but, speak ahead. Not in a war gong style, but, like, hey, I have magic detection if you guys need it. Just let me know.
Mm-hmm.
And go up 20 foot, and then that's my movement plus 10, 20, 30. And yep, all I can do.
It's so dark and quiet in here. It's like any sound is like startling when it breaks the silence. Like all of you just kind of jump anytime someone talks, or even footsteps can ring out and echo a little bit. It's a very weird feeling. As you guys as Jerry puts out his lights and kind of illuminates a little bit of an area, and as you guys walk through, you can see just around the edges between some of the statues, you can see old, maybe like tinkerers carts, some pop-up shop stands that are long abandoned, and just kind of around this whole area. It's a paved cobblestone floor that's now cracked from age. There's lots of stones and rubble that have fallen on the ground and scattered. Yeah, just a little more picture for you.
Do we see any cisterns or braziers?
No.
Okay.
My turn yet?
It is.
I'm gonna kneel down and just run my hand through the water a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure my hand doesn't melt off. And I'm gonna take a vial.
Okay. Your hand does not melt off, and you now have a vial of water.
That look watery enough in the vial.
It has the appearance of water.
This water is very wet.
But is water wet though?
Water is wet.
The definition of wetness.
It is the essence of wetness, and wetness is the essence of life.
Wonder if I could put this blue glow in here. I bet I could.
The blue glow is the bowl, right? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me try something. If I put this.
That's all I got. Oh, Grab, you're up.
Grim's gonna like literally swan dive into this bowl.
Well-
Immediately breaks the first bowl.
Call it
Yeah,
cheesy,
yeah.
but Jerry's a little
There's
leery
your- there's
about
your blue light.
trying to displace that bowl. And I know it's a very Jerry thing to do, but in case it triggers any sort of roof collapse or any mechanism like that, might we set up a bubble in case that happens and then maybe retrieve the bowl then?
All right,
What are you
that's
talking
about?
That's a very
Okay.
Jerry thing to do.
Yeah,
See
it's
why we
a
can't
super
take
Jerry
10 minutes
thing.
to do that.
Can we set up a bubble? I can
Well,
do
we're
it in
turn
1 minute
order,
with a
so
third
it's
level
never
slot,
gonna
but
happen. What are you talking about?
Well, if you want to do that, I would like to change Tava's form as well, because I don't need
these
her to
are
swim anymore.
these are all actions that you can take on your own turns.
Uh-huh.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, we're in turn order.
Grim,
These
you
DMs
move there.
can do
If you would like to start changing Tava now, that would be an action to begin that ritual cast.
No, that's fine. I will actually release Tava from the pocket dimension. If I could have a token for her,
No.
or I guess I'll just. Oh shit! No. Sorry.
You gotta get the gross one. Remember?
No, I just am seeing things that I'm not supposed to be seeing. Oops. If you can make me a token that allows me to see what Tava should be seeing.
What is Tava's vision?
The Tava token that we have saved, just my whole screen just lit up. So I deleted it real quick. I
Really?
didn't actually see it. Yeah.
He said,
Tava
"Don't touch
token,
me."
Like the dragon one, the pseudo dragon token.
oh, I thought you
I
meant
was
the
just
dragon you
able
weren't
to-
supposed to see.
No. My dragon token just illuminated the entire map on accident.
How
Sorry.
many dragons are we fighting?
So this Tava, I will release her. And how high up is the bowl? Is it up on the head of the statue?
No, it is 10 feet up. So there's this base that you're kind of standing around that has water in it. Think of like a fountain at a mall, how it has like the wall that you can sit on. So that's about 5 feet where Whisper's standing right now and where you're also standing, I believe. Yes, so you're up on that 5-foot ledge. So there's a little bit of water between you and a pillar in the middle, and that's a 10-foot pillar where there's the bowl, and then that's also the feet of this metal statue that rises another 10 feet.
Okay. So I'm going to send Tava over through the water to kind of splash around in the water a little bit and climb up onto the statue.
Okay.
Right next to the bowl. And can I I guess just
Does
investigate
Tava
the
have
bowl?
dark vision?
She does. 120 feet.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, bro,
not
can
that-
see.
Not that it matters in here, but
Right. Only in this form. I think as a pseudo dragon, she has 60 feet.
okay.
Fiend blood, man.
So she up there.
I would like to use my bonus action to have Tava investigate the bowl.
Normally would be an action, but that's okay. Make an investigation check.
Yeah, make it.
It's like Tava like peck it a few times, like give it a little scratch, like yeah, it's a bowl.
I can confirm this is a bowl.
Yep. Takes this drink of water out of it. Turn into a water
Mhm.
elemental.
Yeah.
Intelligence.
That'd be cool.
She's not very intelligent.
Another pinch of the dust and
As a
zoop.
quasi. That is a 15.
Yeah. It is looks pretty similar to a bowl that you recognize. It is. Let me pull up my picture so I describe it accurately.
Don't be fooled. It could be the same thing, but just a cursed version of it. The cursed bowl.
I mean, it's crazy that you would just encounter the thing you need in the first room, right?
Yeah. May as well just turn around, right? Made her
Well, I need
4Gs,
Tava
boys.
to touch it. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a gold bowl that has some etchings and inscriptions along the edge. Do any of you read, what is it, Primordial?
Nope.
9. That's Barlos's campaign. I'll speak that.
Then no one knows what it says. There are depictions, they almost look like flames, but upon closer inspection, they're like molded waves around the rim. So they almost look like saw teeth, but they're waves of water. And there's a blue light. The bowl is filled with water. And it is resting inside of some sort of bowl holder. The ring around the bowl where it rests in this little slot, there's like 2 handles on the outside, and then the ring that it's resting in is again the 10 figures that you would recognize from the mural with their hands linked together, holding onto the bowl.
Maybe, well, I guess Jerry wouldn't know that right off the bat. Never mind.
That's the end of my turn.
Elle's turn again.
You went
I
potty.
went to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I'm gonna refill my water then.
Do it.
Hey, me too.
Everybody fill up their water bottles.
Deal.
Here's a question, Billy. What is the what is triggering the bowl gonna do?
It's obviously going to summon an elemental.
That's
But
what I'm thinking. I was just waiting for like Tava to touch it and turn to ash. Just
I don't know how to activate it.
yeah. I'm trying to. I was looking through my notes. I don't have anything.
Have anything for what?
Bowl
None
notes.
of your business. I'm trying to remember if lady from the mask told us how to use the bowls.
She did not. But you would remember that the bowl you saw at the mask did not have water in it.
Yeah, I know we had to have liquid in it.
What were the?
I'm not sure she gave us crash course, or she was like, "There's water in it, and then you're done."
Didn't you guys end up getting something? I think it was for the tattoos. It was like some type of harvesting device. Was that elemental based?
Mm-hmm.
That was for a fire elemental for my tattoo and for I think Ui.
Yeah, it was basically like a syringe that you could just say "Hello, elemental." Like I don't remember if we had to subdue it or what the case was, but
I think we did. We couldn't kill it.
yeah.
Oh, we had to
Just
kill
had
it
to
with the needle.
Maybe.
Yeah, there was
Or
something.
it's like Pokemon. We gotta weaken them up, and then we
That's what I was thinking.
needle them.
Yeah. get him down to like 2 hit points and just stab him with a hypodermic needle. Just suck all of his life out.
Do you want me to answer that question?
Nah.
Okay.
It's okay. We'll figure it out.
Actually, I do, because we did talk about it, and I don't remember what the conversation was.
Basically, you have to extract the elemental's life essence. So, you could try to do it when it's at full health, but it might not like that so much. The way that I kind of thought about it, yeah, kind of like Pokemon, where it can't be dead, but also can't fight you off at full strength. So a subdued version where you can get in close enough and actually melee attack it to extract with the syringe.
So, you can subdue elementals. It's news to me.
I think
Well,
the
by
idea
that
is
I
just
mean
it
just
being a
weaken it.
creature.
Right.
I don't know if you can put an elemental to sleep. That would be. I don't know if they're immune to that or not.
That's really what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Is are they all these statuses they're fucking immune to?
They're probably immune to a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Like,
It'd be
Exhaustion,
fine.
grappled, paralyzed, petrified,
Did I
poisoned,
miss something?
prone, restrained, unconscious. Yeah, you're dead, buddy.
So what actually happened?
what about sleep though? Do you say sleep?
No, we all just had to take a break. It's El's turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see where everybody moved.
Oh, we moving.
What was this thing in front of Canal right here to the left?
It appears to be a statue of a dwarf, a leader of some sort. There's a plaque.
Okay.
He is very regaled, so you would guess royalty or possibly a well-renowned knight.
Okay. I'll go this way. Same thing over here.
Same thing, different
don't-
guy.
Okay. Up here. Okay. That's El's turn. And there's a bowl at the feet of this person.
Yeah.
Okay. And is the whole statue glowing?
Nope.
Okay,
Just the bowl.
Just the bowl.
Yarp.
It actually makes the statue look very imposing, being lit from underneath.
Like he's telling ghost stories. Ooh.
Spooky.
Mm-hmm.
Rick is going to get right up on this statue. His turn's over. Jerry.
Jerry's gonna step up into the group here and say, well, maybe the dwarf got us in here. Maybe the dwarf should be interacting with this object. Would that have an impact? Just posing it to the group, not actually asking the DM. Trying to, like, should the dwarf maybe be the one handling this thing?
Nah,
and
man,
he's gonna
fuck it.
move the lights over by the statue.
He doesn't give a fuck about no bowls. He's here for
What's
He's here
Hellthorn.
for-
He's here for Hellthorn.
He's here to find some babes.
Jerry's still gonna posit the question, like maybe he'll ask Oric if he agrees and maybe ask him to take a look.
Okay. Ooh, he's gonna like fly at the bowl.
Mine.
Like a water, like starts bathing in it.
Pecking at the feathers.
Ooh-wee.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3.
Oh, hey Donovan. Mute your mic for a second.
Uh-oh.
Are they having a whisper?
A whisper?
Whisper. Oh, a whisper. A wispy whisper. Listen, so
Well-
you should totally go over to that water and put it in that bowl.
What water?
The water
There's-
surrounding it?
Yeah, so
Oh,
there's
I
water
gotcha.
beneath it. You can do whatever you want. I just thought it'd be.
There's water
I just-
already in it, though, right?
I just used all.
I've got
there's
shape
water in
water.
the
Maybe I should freeze it.
No,
Okay.
Jerry, that's all we had. That was it.
I can only freeze a little bit of water, but I could freeze what's in the bowl.
The rewind time 6 seconds. The whisperer would still be in the ledge, but especially as other people are approaching, including Tava, you would say something's not right about that statue. There's something magically deceiving about it, or I don't know, alive or dormant.
Hmm.
Here's
Okay.
what I was doing.
Okay.
Figured that would be pertinent information that I forgot to mention before.
It's all good.
Before I
good.
just sent Tava to be killed on the statue.
Mhm.
Let's be real. Listen, a day that Grim doesn't die.
Is it really a
or
real day?
Tava, yeah, let's be real.
You just took the day off. That's all it is.
That's just another
There we go.
Monday, yeah.
Tava, I'm going to tag you in for the day, for the week.
So where I'm at,
Uh-huh.
I see stairs now.
You do.
That's it. I used a dash, so
Ragnar.
Ragnar.
At the mention of magically deceiving, I will cast detect magic. First level spell slot.
Okay. Detecting magic, you would see. How far away are you? Yeah, so the bowl is very magical,
Mhm.
and the statue above it is also magical, as well as the dancing lights.
What is the school of magic on the statue?
That's a good question. I believe it would be illusion.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
What you trying to get us?
It's actually a statue of like Grimm's dread form underneath.
That dirty fucking bowl.
You son of a bitch! You got me. So you said illusion. Sorry, DM.
Illusory.
Guess I don't need underwater combat or rowboat rules anymore. We can get rid of those tabs.
Do you though?
Not for a while.
Yes.
I will shift. Oops. Shift 10 feet that way, and just say, yeah, that statue's got illusion written all over it. Depending on what we want to do, I can dispel it maybe. And that's it. End of my turn.
Wispy. If at any point you would see Whisper's face, his tattoo would also show up on your detect magic.
Oh, yeah.
Also his sword, and
Lot
I
of
guess
equipment.
Tava would
Everything.
be magic.
My soul.
Literally everything about all of these characters.
Yeah. Well, besides, I
Um,
guess besides the normal.
So, knowing that about True Sight, can I just spend a turn investigating to see if I notice anything specifically off about it. Does it like show signs of moving in certain places? Is there dust formed on all around it? Things like
So,
that.
yeah, make an investigation check.
Is a 19.
So looking at it closer, especially with True Sight, you would notice that this isn't a metal statue per se. This appears to be a giant suit of armor. There is a heavy layer of dust on it, as well as everything else here. Lots of dings and scratches. It looks like if you were 10 feet tall, you could put this armor on yourself. It is empty. But yeah, it totally could. I mean, it's fully flexible, could move.
I'm gonna lean over to Grim a little bit. He's the closest one to me, and say we might have a problem. I think if we touch that bowl, that elemental will wear and become that statue up there.
He'll lean back over to the Whisperer and say, I actually think I have an idea.
On.
Slams the gong. That's
Wake
it for
up!
me. That's it for me, so it'd be Grim's turn.
Grim,
Wait, what
What's your
elemental are you
idea?
talking about?
The one that's gonna get summoned out of this bowl.
So there is water in the bowl right now, correct?
there is water in the bowl. Yes.
You gotta do it.
I am
You
going
do
to
it to
climb
him?
up the statue, and I will drop a pinch of dust of dryness into the middle of the bowl.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Get it.
Is it like the shitty swamp water?
Yeah. As you attempt to do that, the statue swings its longsword directly into your wrists as you reach between its legs. And I would like everyone to roll initiative,
And
please.
Grim dies again. All right.
Damn it. Okay.
Actually, you know what?
Wouldn't be combat if Grim wasn't immediately getting assailed.
That's true.
That's true.
Or well, Louis too.
Hey.
He's the one trying to touch the thing.
I didn't touch it. I just dropped something into it. That should have just absorbed the water.
Jerry's
To
back,
that
baby.
note, to that note, it does absorb the water. That's true. But you
Alright,
still get hit by a longsword.
All right, I'm grabbing
Like
my
a
pellet.
long sword.
The longest sword.
The longest of swords.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I do like that Jerry and Raga will forever be in last initiative order.
Yeah.
Jerry's just happy to have some company down there.
Yeah, exactly right. So, hey, what are you doing down here?
Oh, hey.
Idiot.
And honestly, you don't want the healer going first anyway, right?
What is that thing?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
But if I
don't
went
worry
first,
about
you-
it. You
If I went
say,
first,
what
you
is
could get
this?
temporary hit points that much faster, though.
Mm-hmm. I said, hey, what is this?
That looks cool.
Oh my god, dude. My fucking roll 20 pages delayed by like a solid 20 seconds for every input.
Jesus.
No, it's
that.
not. Don't
Oh
worry.
no, not Tava, not Toad Tava.
Not that demon spawn.
my god, I hate this.
Did not hit her. I did not.
I should probably roll for Auric.
Grim, always curious, always dead. Classic.
Didn't touch the statue.
I did that.
I didn't say you touched the statue. I said you were curious, and now you'll be dead.
At least
That's true.
You know, Grim was like taking precaution.
Oh,
my two most defining traits: being dead and
curiosity
being
killed the Grim.
Be curious, be dead, or be nothing.
We'll reanimate you. It's fine.
11.
Thank you.
But not
Wouldn't be the first time.
Not in a way that you would like.
Right. I really do like the storyline where Jerry becomes Grimm's new patron and just puppets him around all the time.
Oh, I'm good with that.
That would be
I'd love to be a
hilarious.
patron necromancer. That would be so cool.
What was it? What was it the other day? It was like
Grim, what's your dex?
Not good.
Uh-oh.
15. Not terrible, but not good.
Just seeing who goes first between you and Auric.
I mean, 15's pretty damn good dex.
For a warlock, yeah.
Okay, so surprise round on
Old
Grimmy boy over here. You get 2 longsword attacks.
I don't think the rest of us are going to be surprised at all.
This hulking metal suit of armor suddenly illuminates with a red glow from the inside. You can see it coming out of the cracks and fully filling the headgear where a person's face normally would be. There's just a red light emanating from all the empty space. This longsword swings down at you twice. First one, well, you're technically surprised, so I think they're all at advantage. Right? Am I crazy?
I think you are correct.
Surprised is not a condition in the list, so I never know the rules.
Yeah, if you're surprised, you have advantage.
Okay, so that is 22 to hit on the first.
Yeah, sure. Just barely.
You should hope that it's not an assassin.
That hits for
statue.
8d8 necrotic.
Assassin rogue statue.
Yeah, exactly.
So the first hit is 11 slashing damage.
I can deal with that. That's okay.
Second hit. It's gonna be a crit.
Oh,
that's where he dies.
Jesus.
For
it can't be worse.
18 slashing damage.
You're not using my rules, are you?
This is heavier.
Here's the thing: compared to a dragon and to an assassin, those are really low rolls.
Yeah, this isn't too bad.
I should feel fortunate. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel great about that.
What's the catch, DM?
All right, and now it's Whisper's turn.
I'm gonna do what I do best, and shoot it in its big dumb face.
Take note of how he must be engaged with Grim at this point.
You don't have alert, do you, Billy?
Do not.
I do not.
Not great. 17.
That does not hit.
Yikes.
And then gonna hop down and take cover in the back of this wall.
All right. Oh my god, I hate this website. This was doing this to me when I was setting up these maps today, and I had to restart my whole computer to make it work.
Good.
Okay. Ooey, your turn.
Bonus action, Shield of Faith. Then something quick.
realized that I don't think we've had a not like quote unquote difficult encounter this entire time. So it was like hill giants, dragon, assassin,
Rock.
Even those kobolds are fucking us up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
there's
the
like 40 of
easiest
them.
encounter we've had so far.
Also on my turn, I would have yelled out to Grim to grab the bowl.
I'll pop this guy with 2 crossbow bolts.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
First one is 8 plus 7, 25 to hit.
That hits.
Second one will almost guarantee not hit is 14.
That is a miss. Well, it does hit, but it does no damage.
Just goes pink.
Is your crossbow magical?
It isn't.
Oh no.
Should I even roll damage or?
Yeah, you should always roll damage. You hit.
Okay, 11.
Okay.
That's it. I missed the other one. Wait, hold on. Let me see the distance. 30 away from this kid. I will move this way. Right here. Okay. Now I'm done.
Grim. You've been slashed, sir.
Okay, sir. I'm going to bonus action dread form.
Checks out.
And I'll roll for temp hit points. Okay, could have been worse. That is, so I have 12 temp hit points. And I am going to use my action to cast Mirror Image and create illusory duplicates of myself.
Nice.
Some dupes up there.
I'm
Yes, if
not dying
one
today.
wasn't enough.
Here's your handout of what it looks like. He's much bigger than that.
What? Oh, he's totally dark.
Oh,
Oh, really
Whoa,
cool. That's
what?
a big ass sword.
Oh, did
Oh,
you like click and
Jesus.
drag it onto the map?
Yeah.
Yo, we
Wow.
should get those jewels.
I can only see about a third of him. There he is. Hi.
Oh, that's terrifying. Okay.
That's a big boy.
And he's how tall? 20 feet? 10 feet? You said?
He's about 10 feet tall.
If only you could just be like, dispel magic, and he's
well,
dead.
if he's not 20. I mean, this isn't scary at all.
I mean, maybe, but I don't. Whatever that is making that is probably much higher level than third level.
Mm-hmm.
And with my movement, I'm going to just try and climb around to this side of the pillar. I'll be
Yeah. Easy enough to do. Oric's turn. He's gonna say, "What the hell did you guys do?" Right, 1, 2,
He was welcome to
3,
chime in at any point, really.
5. He's gonna come up here and he's gonna say, "We've been here for literally 5 minutes. We're already fighting this thing. What happened?"
Grim will pop his head out behind one of like the leg of the thing. Sorry, my bad.
That looks expensive.
Just hangs the bowl.
Got it though. Got the ball though.
He's throwing that
and
fucking hammer.
he's the one who told us to be prepared, and look who wasn't prepared.
He's throwing the hammer, baby. It's a 19. That's not gonna hit. Wait. Yeah, it does hit. It's not a 19. For whatever reason, on his character sheet, it doesn't incorporate the +3 bonus to attack for this weapon.
Interesting.
It only shows his strength mod plus his proficiency. It doesn't show
Man,
the
I was
bonus from the weapon. So he's actually a +8, so that does hit.
if I was a shitty character, I know who I'd rob.
Yeah, no shit.
I mean, you could try to take his hammer over his cold dead body.
Exactly.
Well, we might get there.
All I'm saying is there are 6 of us and 1 of him.
Might be over many cold dead bodies.
Mhm.
The D10. I never get to roll these.
Fucking Whisper's the only one left standing, and he's just doesn't die or age. And he's just sitting in here trapped because he can't get out.
That is 14 damage.
Yeah,
That would make for a good character.
yeah.
Just a warforged that's been in an abandoned dungeon for hundreds of years.
Mhm.
Yeah, that would be.
I want to make sure
fantastic
that
one.
all of my bones stay within my body.
Listen,
It's not crazy to just want your bones.
all I want to know is how are you going to protect my bones?
All right, and then the hammer flies back after dinging this thing in the face.
Hey,
Take that.
Ollie, come on.
And now it's this thing's turn, and
No, not
there's
Tava.
there's a creature within melee that reached for a bowl.
One without
Damn
those. So
it!
I can tell you already, I'm one step closer for the water getting to my bones. So not great.
You have your mirror image up, yes?
Yes, I do.
Is that disadvantage, or do you just roll to see?
Rolling.
That is.
Strictly
Well,
to
it's
hit the clone.
it is a dirty 20 to hit.
So now, Barlos, you roll, right?
Then I roll. Yep. So I have to roll a d20, and if I roll over a 6, you hit a duplicate. Oh, 7. Jesus
There you go.
Christ.
All
Oh,
right,
man.
one duplicate
That
gone.
was my death.
Yeah.
That was my
Second
death
attack.
flashing before my eyes.
Yeah, I got number 2.
Second attack is an 18 to hit.
Oh no. What do you got to roll? 11 now?
Okay, we're good. 14.
All right, 2 duplicates
That had to
down.
be
No, it's an
an
11
8
if
or
that's his
higher.
last duplicate.
Get the
Yeah.
fuck
11
out
on
of
the
there.
third, yeah.
So you still have
6,
one
8,
more.
11. Yep.
Yeah.
I've got one standing. L's turn.
So everywhere is dim light, right?
Yeah, it's couldn't be his fucking playground.
Sweet. So he's going to shadow step right behind. Oh, I guess. Is there a place I can be? Is right here
Yes.
flanking? Okay. So even if he wasn't flanking, he'd still get advantage on his first attack. But he's using his magical quarterstaff, two-handed. First one is 8, 10, 19 to hit.
Miss.
Okay,
Oof.
rough. Second one is crit.
That hits.
Right in the
Awesome.
nuts.
Okay. Right in the taint. Okay, so
He
it's
sees
a
the dwarven shape, much larger. Goes straight for the ball sack.
Okay, so it's 2d8. 8 and oh baby. It's a full top of the line roll.
Nice.
So
Hell yeah.
it is 16 plus 5, so 21
That's a solid hit.
damage. And yep, that's his turn.
Okay. Ragna.
Baby beef.
I'm going to Toll the Dead. The old
Big
war
Mom.
That is a Wisdom 15 save. How wise
Let's
is
see.
Hopefully he's an idiot.
That is a 10.
All right, and he's been damaged, right? I know
He
we hit
has.
him.
Bonked.
Bonk.
6, 11, 17 damage, necrotic.
Okay. It seemingly has no effect.
Damn it. Is that something I noticed?
He does not seem to be phased. Yes, it is a visible ignoring of the bell.
Okay.
That's a bummer.
I will call that out. Say, necrotic doesn't work. I know Jerry's real bummed probably, but
Sorry, Jer.
No, I'm actually not bummed.
yeah.
Or
I'm gonna
bummed.
light it on fire.
No, I got rid of Toll the Dead. I changed cantrips.
I
there
have
you go.
Told the Dead, and I was going to use it, but it's so
Do
it's
you
good.
usually do like if I were to look at the like kind of look around the surrounding areas? Is that an action to like perceive? See, like,
I would let you use your passive.
Okay, so I'll just keep that in mind. Okay.
If you're specifically looking for something, I would say that would be an action to make a check, an active check. But like if you're just keeping an eye out on your surroundings while you're fighting, then just use passive.
Okay. That's all good. That was the only thing I had. I'll move 5, 10, 15. 15 feet over.
Do you guys
Right.
want to finish the turn order and then call it a night? I gotta hop off at 10.
Yeah,
Strict.
If we do one more round, basically,
I mean, just Jerry's turn.
or just Jerry,
Okay.
It's
Right,
up
Jer.
to,
either one.
up to the y'all.
DM. To note,
Alright.
my crossbow damage was actually technically magical.
Okay. Is that a magic cross? Or no, you have Kensei shot, don't you?
My Kensei weapons are considered magic, and my next level, my fists will also be considered magic.
Just have to make sure you're dead before then. Okay, that was an extra 6 damage then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. I will. Is it my turn?
It is.
I will step back
No.
about 20 feet.
Here comes the fireball.
Nope. I'm casting Ray of Frost.
Ooh.
Frostball.
That is a 22 to hit.
That
Really?
does hit. Yes.
Okay. 11 cold damage, and his speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Nice.
What, for a turn? His turn?
I believe until your
his
next
speed
turn.
is reduced by 10 feet until the start of your next turn.
Yes. You said how much damage?
11 cold.
11. Oops. Okay.
No necro. It's cool, guys. No necro.
No.
Jerry's right there.
No necking.
Another turn, or are we calling it?
I'm not moving the lights. That's about all I've got there. So, nope, that's it.
Okay. I was asking the group, do we want to do another turn, or are we just done?
It's up to people who have to go to bed earlier.
I'm good for one more through.
Okay,
sure. Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Okay.
With speed.
Quick.
I blast him.
He's certainly engaged.
You married?
22 to hit.
That does hit.
Hallelujah, y'all. We'll keep those rolls. Good. 25 5 points of damage.
Nice.
And it's magical.
Nice. Even better.
I will duck back down behind my cover.
Right. Ooh-wee.
Okay. I will run up. Actually, is there a place I can go to get
1 over, I think, with Tava.
the Tava? Would you for flanking?
Sure. I don't know the rules on familiars granting flanking. I'm not sure how that works.
I'm pretty sure that Aaron's familiar gave flanking, which means that Tava does because Tava is the superior familiar.
The
Uh,
ultimate familiar.
Aaron's familiar was
He was using the help action.
Yeah.
Which is the same as he was actually using it as an action. So okay, that makes sense. That I don't know then. I just assumed he was flanking.
I mean, flanking isn't core rules, so it's really up to you.
I would say it is not flanking unless they're using their action to give flanking.
And I'll move here then.
So basically, somebody else has to be engaged. Like another player character has to be engaged in flanking or fighting the thing. Like Ellen.
I guess we never added Tava to the turn order, who should have been after Grim, but Tava could take the help action on her turn, and then flanking would be eligible that turn.
Well, it would still give advantage, but my attack rolls from a distance could have advantage if Tava was using the help action, right? Because basically it's like freaking out in front of the guy to distract and generally mess with him.
I don't remember if it's the next attack or all attacks in that turn. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know shit about familiars, so.
Well, my first roll on the roll was better than my second one, if you wanted to do advantage. So, and if not, then it was 14 plus 9, so 23 to hit.
Hell
yeah. Yeah, that hits.
If it needs advantage, just punch him straight in the butt.
8 plus 6 is 14.
Yeah, how do you want to do this?
What? Okay.
Something's
I'll see
up.
the other people attack. I'll ping him with a crossbow, and seeing Al and Grim get close, I'll just fucking dead sprint at this guy. Sword in my hands, kind of pointed forward, and like be jumping, attacking him, and like right through between his head and his chest plate, just like sword kind of through the neck area.
Nice. You feel the weight of the armor all begin to kind of crumble and just collapse into a pile on the same dais that you're all standing on. Can't forget. Sound effect.
Wait, I forgot to do the things.
And then you watch as the suit of armor that's now laying in a pile begins to slowly crumble and turn to ash, and then seems to blow away on a breeze that isn't there. You don't feel it, but it just disappears. The bowl is still there. And as it kind of blows away from all the darkness surrounding you, you start to hear this sound creep in from all angles.
I don't like that.
What? So we should have left that for next time, so we didn't have bad dreams.
Yeah.
Did it sound like it was getting closer?
It
just
starts
all
quiet and gets loud and all encompassing, and then kind of dies back down again.
Okay.
Grim is
Well,
gonna.
maybe we should call that.
As a final action of the night, Grim is gonna go up and grab the bowl and the pellet that is still in it, and keep the pellet in a separate place from his other 5 pellets that he has, just in case.
You attempt to grab the bowl, and it does not budge from its place.
Can I at least grab the pellet, or is that stuck in there as well?
Sure, you can take the pellet. And as you remove the pellet, water just seems to appear at the bottom of the bowl and begin filling up again.
Can we have Orc try and grab it quick?
Sure. He'll walk up to it and try to pick it up. Doesn't move.
My crossbow is just ready. It's so ready.
Man,
All right.
Ro-
You wanna
Ragnar,
call
give
it
me
what a
there?
way to end the night.
Give me a good boop. Before you forget.
Yeah. Yep. Since it's after combat, it's the perfect time for a vigilant blessing.
Does that mean we get temps?
No, that means Whisper gets advantage on initiative rolls.
That means
Oh.
that we level up.
You have found a bowl. You do not have the bowl. Maybe
Oh, come
someday.
on. All right.
And we have nightmares.
You want me to play it again, just so you?
No.
Yeah. I want to hear it again.
All right. Well, got good notes this time, so we'll have a good recap. All right, I am gonna go cry.
Okay, good night.
Night.
Right.
Do we hear the creepy carnival music too?
You do.
Where's Chris Clark one?
So it sounds like all children.
Jesus, Chris.
Maybe. Who knows?
I mean, we would because we just heard it.
It's certainly weird, isn't it?
Oh, did you guys get that gold earlier, or the cock pieces and stuff?
Yeah, I have it
Do we
written
need to
down.
divvy that up?
We're
Right
all still
now,
here.
it's all in
Yeah. Right
I
now
mean,
it's all green.
I have it. I have it written down,
Grim's,
so it's
Grim's
fine.
pockets.
Yeah,
Gotta
we
remember
can do it
that.
another day.
Yeah.
All right, good playing. It's good to be back.
Yeah.
I'm excited to finally be here and doing things that matter.
Hey,
I
You
agree.
mean-
On the road again.
You mean we shouldn't have been still shopping at the Masked until now?
I mean, the mask is cool too. You could stay there.
all playing matters. Okay.
If we had more money, we could stay there. Well, actually, you guys have money, so.
All right, I'm gonna hop out.
All right,
I'll see you
then.
guys later.
Okay, bye.
All right, good
Off
night.
as well.
Bye.
Yeah,